Alright, I have no idea which one we're doing first.
We never do.
What's up, Neo? Hanson, Triton, we're dying. Happy to be here. What's up, Hope? We need Mark Month. I forgot how great his videos are. You're gonna continue to forget Nami because his videos are awful.
Did we get a new Mark video?
We literally just did one. Like
no,
2
I'm
weeks
talking
ago.
about like right now.
Oh no.
Because he usually uploads like
every Friday or something.
Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. But no, the last one he did was the ranking of the One Piece arcs.
Okay.
That's sad.
Is it? What's up, Dutch? We're good. It's getting cooler, so I'm happy about that. Well, if it isn't the two biggest bums streaming again, correct? Every Saturday, well, as far as we care about it.
Oh my goodness.
What?
So I was looking for Saiyan Scholar to do the description, and I typed in the truth of why Goku is a good father, and the first video is Goku really a bad dad by Salad Saiyan.
Yeah.
And I was like, are we doing him?
Yeah, we're doing Salad Saiyan.
No, we're doing, it says Saiyan Scholar.
No,
we're doing Salad Saiyan?
Yeah,
no!
I believe so.
Goku is not a bad father. Is Goku really a bad dad? Journey up for a successor. No, that's not what this video is.
Yeah, that's something else then.
Yeah, no, that's this video.
Okay, so did they just get the name wrong with Saiyan Scholar? Or was there another video that got taken down or something?
Why does that say Saiyan Scholar?
Yeah,
because it's not by Saiyan Scholar.
It's definitely not Saiyan Scholar.
But anyway, yeah. Thankfully, we're not doing Salad Saiyan. Because I don't know if I can handle that.
What's up, Posse? What's up, Ramen? Yeah. What's up, Asuka?
I have my watch on.
Tom-chan is a girl is getting an anime. I used all my luck up for the year to get that. Hey, Tomo is getting an anime? All right.
I used my luck for Miracle-chan and Komi in the same year. That was it for me.
This is going to be hype. That's a lie, Gavin. Wi-Fi is out, but I'm here. How's your Wi-Fi out? No, we're not getting Salad Saiyan. Did we just do him? What did we just do for Salad Saiyan? I do not remember. Oh, wait, no. Were we just looking at a stream, or did we just do one last stream? I can't remember. I just remember Salad Saiyan being a bum.
Salad Saiyan was the dude that was like, what if Salad Saiyan was in Dragon Ball? And he had that weird mask dude.
That's why we know about Salad Saiyan, because we were going through the video to take away. Okay. Finally, a topic I can disagree with y'all on. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Yeah, we're just about getting ready to start here. Which one are we doing first?
3, 2, 1. Whoever says in the chat what we're doing first, that's what we're doing first.
And whoever gets it, I'll give you 500 points. You already see the title, so I don't think the heat caused an outage, but I'm using my phone's data. Ugh. Good father, Hope. God, Hope is
Fingers
literally...
McGillicuddy. I mean, technically Hope didn't spell father right, so are we gonna...
Yeah, because the second one is father.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Nope, it's too late. Hope got it. Where's my currency users? I was about to say somebody got 60k points, but it's me. Jesus, Leo. Jesus, Cameron. Chris, holy. Yeah, I gotta find a way to make y'all and use these points. Who am I looking for? Hope with a $sign. 500 points, which would give you 1273. All right, we're about to get started, y'all. So, the first one is Goku is not a bad father. A journey for a successor by Nunmanji.
Sounds
Nunmanji. Nunmanji.
The journey for a successor is an underexplored Dragon Ball topic, so I hope to shed some light on it as well as defend Goku as a father while I'm at it.
I mean, why would anybody discuss it? It's no longer a prevalence. It didn't happen.
Yeah, it was a journey, and the journey went nowhere because it's still the Goku show. Now, as far as Goku being a bad dad, I don't necessarily think that he's a bad dad. I just don't think that he's a good one.
Yes, I think me and Gavin had a discussion with somebody about this, and essentially that's where I landed. He's not a good father, period. But he's an absentee father at the very least.
Well, even still, he spent how long with Gohan in
I don't care.
The hyperbolic time chamber?
That's 2 years. I don't care.
2 years. He spent 2 years.
I made angry videos and the community frowned and said, well, hereby sub you Dritz the drag down.
Starting early, huh?
Hey guys, so the Goku thing, I feel a lot of people believe a good person with a good parent. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if Goku's a good person. He's kind of selfish, but yes, I agree with that.
A lot of people do. But yeah, he spent 2 years with his son.
Thanks for the super chat. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. Yes, thank you. And he didn't realize that he didn't like to fight. What were they talking about for 2 years? That's 2 years worth of conversations. What do you want to do after this is all done? Are you happy here? Is this a duty for you? You look at Goku and he's and he's smiling and stuff, and then Gohan is just you would think he'd be like, you cool over there, or is this what's going on here? It's just the lack of the conversation for so long, because once Piccolo just goes, he doesn't like fighting, Goku's like, word?
Oh, I never even thought about that, but I guess you're right. And the reason, he has unlimited interdimensional data to contact his wife and children after he's dead through King Kai, and he simply doesn't.
And he just doesn't.
So,
and then that's a whole other aspect of it. I understand him wanting to stay dead because everything is around him and all that. But you got that training, you got the androids training, and what was that?
Oh, oops. That's my fault, y'all.
I'm like, that's a new one.
I'm literally in the middle of a Dynasty draft. So I'll just be muting my Firefox for now. Oh, wait, no, I can turn it off here. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that.
Piccolo spent about as much time all up with Gohan that Goku did. Probably a little bit less. And he spent time with him when he was younger. So it's not even like his personality was fully formed or anything, but he still knew that Gohan didn't like to fight. So either Piccolo is so observant that he can see that even when he's older and stuff, or Gohan confided enough in Piccolo and not in Goku that he doesn't like to fight.
It's such a weird dynamic of father and son. It seems like Gohan is very much, I want to please my parents, as opposed to I want to become my own person. The only time I can really think he really wanted to do that was when he was like, no, I want to go to Namek.
Goku more so seems careless. Yeah, and that's what I say. He's not a good father in that aspect. Not a bad father where he's beating Gohan or not.
But that's a terrible father. There's so many levels to being a bad
levels.
father.
Yeah.
So I might say he's a bad father. Yes, I use Firefox. Firefox supremacy. I hate Chrome taking up 30 gigs of RAM for 7 tabs.
I flip-flop between them.
We got 4 years or so between OG and Z. Yep. How many points do I need for TTS? You need 1,000 points to use TTS.
Hey JCJ.
You get liberal points just for watching us. So, and then you can also use the gamble to get more points, and then you can look out for Simon Says to get more points. You just watching us in our regular stream, if you started at 0, you could probably end up with 3 or 4 TTSs. Bush ALX box, that's not the bot's fault that you're slow. Let's get into it.
Opera? That a thing?
Yeah, I haven't heard of opera in a
I have
second.
opera, but I'm like, people actually use that?
I mean, isn't it for like
gamers?
I thought it was for like Apple.
No, I got opera on my computer. I just remember seeing an ad that's like, this is the gamer's browser. It's
What
Opera
ad did you
or something.
see?
Somebody had that ad. I don't know where it was. I don't remember. I don't even know if it was Opera necessarily. But I just remember them just going, this is the gamer's browser. I'm like, what exactly does that mean?
All right, let's get into it.
Opera GX browser, yeah, it must have.
Gamers X or something.
Ugh.
Goku being a bad father has been a topic that's persisted discussion around Dragon Ball, despite numerous points being made to debunk that idea. One of the biggest points of defense is that Goku has saved Gohan's life multiple times. And
I don't care if a dad beats their child and then saves their life as their stroller is flopping away. Are they suddenly a good father?
And Goku saved Gohan's life in the line of he's saving everybody's life. He's not necessarily going, Gohan, I'm saving your life and your life alone. No, this is for the entire Earth.
He saved Frieza's life. Like, what do we...
He's his daddy as well. Good daddy to Frieza. Get in there.
spends time with him when he can. But there is more to the conversation.
Will we ever get a good video? The answer is no.
The answer is maybe.
Maybe.
Than that. First, we need to understand.
Yeah.
Spends time with him when he can, but there is more to the conversation than that. First, we
spends time with him when he can.
Let's get that whole thing.
Defense is that Goku has saved Gohan's life multiple times and spends time with him when he can, but there is more to the conversation.
Okay, so does spending time with your child make you a good father? If you're just sitting there both watching TV, blankly not saying anything, does that make you a good father because you're spending time with them? Is it time that both of you enjoy? Are you exchanging ideas? Are you talking to each other? Is anything happening other than just spending time?
If you take your child only on things you want to do, you are technically spending time with them. But how good,
how quality is that time?
Considering it's strictly what you want to do and your child is just kind of along for the ride.
I don't know if that's Eric or Corey, but you time them. You shut the up. Oh, I gotta work. Both of y'all. That's both of them. Those two are our little brothers. They're getting timed. Y'all lucky y'all not out of here permanently. Don't talk to us on the Discord like, hey, why did I get time? You know why you got time?
We can't accommodate everyone. We got someone who at the time is literally 3 a.m. where they are. We can't accommodate everyone.
Conversation than that. First, we need to understand why exactly Goku would misunderstand Gohan in the infamous Cell Saga moment. Goku was a boy who displayed a talent for fighting.
Is he really going through the history of Goku to understand why this is Bush?
Yes, he is.
Dude, this is Bush. Hold on, let me turn up stream chat bot.
Failing against anyone he was pitted up against, and becoming increasingly more invested into conflict. As one who was alone and merely living without seeing much beyond the space he resided, he was able to find the thing he liked to do once he started going on adventures. To the boy who loved to push himself, fighting became his greatest joy. From the beginning, we could see it. Based on his interest in...
But then you talk to Gohan and you tell him all that. I was a boy. How much does Gohan know about Goku's childhood? I was a boy. Idea. I met Bulma here. I loved adventuring. How do you feel about all this, Gohan? All it takes is a single conversation that just didn't happen. It's Goku making assumptions as he's just like me, so of course he likes fighting.
Yeah, he is my son. How could he not?
When he's forced into fighting. Goku...
Balance Breaker 777 says, what did I miss?
Nothing. We are 45 seconds into this video.
Oh my god. No, Peanut, you can get time too.
They just coming out our necks. What is this?
Oh boy, if we in time, Chris, there's gonna be a revolt.
Yeah, we don't need that. Hopefully he's at work. It's just silent. But yeah, what did I say? Oh yeah, all it takes is one conversation that Goku didn't have, And we just have to accept that, yeah, Goku just didn't have that one conversation with his child, but he's a good father because he just assumed that Gohan is just like him and likes all the things that he likes. Goku actively chose to go, yeah, I'll go with you, Bulma. There was no active choice for Gohan. He was always pitted into these situations. He was stolen as a child. He's one of the only strong people available to go to Namek. He just has to train for the android, so on and so forth. He's pitted into these situations and not willingly going into them.
Chris!
You hate to see it happen. You hate to see it happen.
Is this a tap stream? No, it's not a tap stream.
Yep.
Most tap streams are typically only everything great about, everything wrong with, all that stuff.
Yeah, these are 2 shorter videos. These are 8 and like 12 minutes. I watched DBZ and I've never seen a scene like that before.
And such things as learning the Kamehameha, and him deciding to train under the Turtle Hermit. That drive to improve was pushed even further once he'd experienced his first loss at the hands of Jackie Chun. In that loss, Goku was taught that there is always someone who will be stronger. Thus, the young boy could continue to push himself. Over and over, he'd be faced with stronger and stronger opponents. Even if he was weaker, there would be no one.
What does this have to do with him being a father? He was raised poorly with this mindset, so now he sticks with this mindset for his child as well.
But he's good because of that. I don't see where the he's good for this comes.
Goku has never once even bothered to try and have one conversation that would allow him to understand his own son.
2 years sitting in a room where there's no TV, no nothing but training.
He couldn't surpass through training and effort. That was what made him happy. Gohan, while not leading the same life Goku led, showed potential and even greater strength without training a day in his life. Against Raditz, Gohan had injured him in his rage, where Goku and Piccolo could barely manage to scratch him, cementing Goku's notion of Gohan being someone who could become even stronger than him. It's important to note how Goku soon after
Does he?
I think he knows that his grandpa Gohan's Dragon Ball on his little cap, so I think
was that a movie exclusive thing?
I don't know, and I can't remember if when he was met, he said he was named after his grandfather.
That could have happened.
Yeah.
A day in his life. Against Raditz, Gohan had injured him in his rage, where Goku and Piccolo could barely manage to scratch him, cementing Goku's notion of Gohan being someone who could become even stronger than him. It's important to note how Goku soon after meets his end, saving Gohan and the Earth, and Piccolo is the one who trains Gohan. Piccolo forces him to change his nature and become a fighter. Goku was unable to see the Gohan who so hated fighting.
No, Gohan was a 4-year-old kid that was scared that giant alien green man is throwing him in a forest with dinosaurs.
To survive on his own for 6 months to a year. I forget how long it was between them coming. But that's what the thing is. Again, your personality is not who you are when you're a 4-year-old. So him going, wham, I don't like fighting, that's going to be like, oh yeah, he doesn't like fighting as a 25-year-old. Am I supposed to take a little 5-year-old boy going, ew, girls, and just be like, oh, forever ew, girls? Well, potentially, they could just become gay, but that's not exactly.
You know the point.
You understand the point.
You understand the point.
You understand what I'm saying.
Goku and Gohan wish they could be Hank and Bobby. Dude, Hank knows what Bobby likes and dislikes, and he's not for it.
He's not for it, but he tries. Just him walking in and just going, yo, I'm hip with the kids. Let me listen to what you're listening to. He made an active attempt, and I appreciate that.
Great effort.
Don't you give us money? Especially not for no better street time. What would you prefer? What times would you prefer? Do we have to check with you and go, are you working today? Are both of y'all working today? Pieces of garbage. What are they doing? Jordan saying,
thanks for the super chat.
Don't fake him.
No, it's always appreciated for money, sucker.
During the Cell Saga, when Gohan was training with Piccolo, Gohan said that Goku told him about his adventures. Okay. I must have missed that.
While being dead, when Goku returns, he only witnesses a Gohan who tries his best. He didn't see the boy who cried out when left on his own, nor did he see the coward who caused...
So you just assume that he's just a fighter man now. He's just exactly like me. This 5-year-old is exactly like me when I think Dragon Ball, it started when he was, I know it was later retcon, like 14 in one of the tournaments, but I think it was written like 11 or so.
Yeah.
But let's just say between 10 to 14. This 5-year-old is exactly the way that I was when I was 10 to 14. Even though he showed none of this in the 4 years that I've known him, between this year, he changed his personality so dramatically that he's a completely different person and he loves
Triton
fighting
Amoris
because he was
says,
put in the woods.
Hash better stream times bums.
You want some, Triton? You can get some.
I don't know why he keeps trying. My manga says he's 13.
Yeah, I just remember them saying something earlier and then him just going, oh wait, I miscounted. I'm actually this age. I just don't know exactly what that age is. It's just most certainly not 5.
Another to sacrifice themselves because he couldn't move. He only witnessed the Gohan who, for the sake of his father, was willing to risk his life against Vegeta. The Vegeta who is in Ozaru form, no less.
This is a necessity. This is not him going into a situation that he wants to for the sake of fun or adventure or anything. He is a strong person. He knows he's a strong person. He's been told that he's a strong person. It's been shown that he's a strong person. So he knows that, hey, I'm one of the people that can do this thing. I can either run or I can try to help in whatever way that I can.
What did I miss? This guy is talking about why Goku's not a bad father, but he's just going through the history of Goku, and it's about fighting more than being a father, I would assume.
Goku thought he was 14, only to later say he was 12.
From then on, Gohan would fight without showing the side of himself who so hated being put in life-threatening positions. Not until he was put up against Cell. Everyone had hit a wall when...
But this is predicated on Goku never having asked Gohan how he feels
Not
about
a
fighting.
conversation in history.
Chi-Chi going, don't take him out in the woods to fight some robots, and Gohan clamming up. And Goku going, he loves it. And Gohan not saying anything. You love it, don't you, Gohan? No, he just loves it. This is a fact. Because I saw him fighting in situations where he needed to fight.
And based off of that minute information of 2 to 3 times, this forever forms my opinion of what my son is.
And I'm never going to ask him about how he feels about fighting or adventure or anything. This is just a fact now. And again, it goes both ways. Gohan would have also never had to say, I don't like this crap. So it's on him as well to just not go, nah, I'm not really a fighter. I actually want to do the scholar thing. That seems kind of fun. I like studying and stuff. While Goku was gone for all that time, he was studying and stuff, chilling.
It came to Cell. While they could get stronger as usual, for once, it wasn't quite enough. In order to save the world, Goku had decided to entrust his hopes within Gohan and his immeasurable potential, seeing no other foreseeable option. Then perhaps, in his greatest error, he'd given Cell means of rejuvenating himself, saying it wouldn't be
Legion
fair.
says, Gohan loves to spend time with his dad, and the only way he gets that is when he's training.
And that's part of what a lot of kids do. They adopt whatever their parents are interested in to start spending time or connecting with their parents. Yeah, that's how I got into football. I don't give a shit about my dad, but I loves me some football.
Undoubtedly, this was wrong of Goku, but it's not something that's hard to understand. Considering Goku,
Paul, he wants Gohan to fulfill his greatest potential, and by giving Cell that sensu bean, he's going, now he has to fight a stronger opponent, and it's gonna come out instead of, no, just Gohan, just kill him. He wants Gohan to grow because he's like, Gohan loves fighting. Gohan wants to become stronger and fight stronger opponents. This is what Gohan wants. Again, this is all just assumptions on Goku's part.
Can you blame Goku thinking Gohan likes fighting when Gohan fans are the same?
You know what? But do Gohan fans think that Gohan likes fighting, or do they just want him to
just want
fight
it so
no
bad.
matter what the story says, no matter what Gohan says? They're just like, nah, but when he turned Super Saiyan 2, that was so hype. And then they got the reverse of it with White, and they're like, yeah, Beast. Sorry. We gotta get that right. There was a screen, not a screen cap,
Concept art?
No, it was not the concept art. It is a screenplay. It's kind of like a screenplay that they got in the Japanese theaters. That originally it was called Gohan Final Gohan.
Yeah.
But
And
then they
that's
just
probably
changed
where-
it to Beast, which is so stupid.
No, it's not stupid.
I hate
because-
that name.
Because
I legitimately
Gohan-
hate that name.
Gohan Beast. I mean, Final Gohan.
It means that there's nowhere else to go from
Yes,
there, and then
and
the
they can't
marketing
be
stopped.
having
And they're
that.
like, no, money, please.
Ratings for the video.
Gohan in school was more interesting to me. I will die on this hill. Yeah, that was some good, funny stuff. And he was his own character. Nerdy dude, trying to do good. He wasn't a Goku clone. He wasn't just I am in a fight environment, so you don't really get too much of my personality. He is in hey, I'm sitting here. I want to go save some people. This thing looks cool. Pose.
Hey, yeah, this makes more sense. 8 plus, 9 plus.
His new form is really
Neo
called
Arcadia
Beast,
says, "Is this a Saiyan Scholar vid? From the thumbnail it looks like it. If it is, he has come out and said his vids are trolls. Even if he only said so after getting dunked on by Seth the programmer."
This is not Saiyan Scholar. It just apparently looks like one of his thumbnails. I don't think we have a single Saiyan Scholar video on our list.
More than likely not. But is it truly a troll? Or like you said, once he got called out so hard, he went,
Oh, no, it's all a troll. It's all a joke. Were you banned from the chat? I don't see why.
Million?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I don't know. He just asked in the Discord why you banned me from the stream chat. I don't think we banned you. I most certainly did not ban you. I'm over here. I ain't got the controls.
Yeah, I'm looking at Million right now.
It must have just been a mistake, or somebody got a little trigger happy.
I don't even, there's no deleted message from Million, so.
This was 10 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we're good.
He made Goku is a good dad vid. That's why I thought so. Yeah, we were talking about that in the beginning where I typed that in and his video was, Saiyan Scholar's video was the first video to pop up about Goku is in fact a good dad.
Who only trained the Gohan who was willing to fight, in which he only saw the young child who was far beyond his own father, which led him...
This is like if you see your son throw a ball and then you go, oh, he just wants to be a pitcher.
Forever.
And you just, you're just taking his Saturdays away to help him pitch and the son just doesn't speak up because at least he's spending time with his dad.
And y'all go to a baseball game and you just playing and watching and stuff and you never turn your child and go, who's your favorite player? And watch as they stumble and stammer because they don't know anything because they don't actually like baseball. That's the problem. No conversations happening and Goku just assumed. And I understand your point is, well, he was kind of forced to assume because this was always the environment that he saw Gohan in. Always the fight stuff. But there's no conversation that happened. And you just have to just go, well, that's why he didn't know. Because he didn't talk to his son.
What are y'all doing? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my draft. This is unbelievable bummery.
Is Hiruzen a worse father than Goku? Absolutely. You could put, is Hiruzen a worse anything than anyone? And the answer would be yes.
Almost universal.
A conversation wasn't even necessary. Gohan literally told Cell that he knew Goku wanted him to get enraged so he could reach his full potential. It wasn't really... Because Gohan knew what the deal was, but just Goku didn't know what the dealio was.
Oh, they're going nuts in the brothers Discord.
Good.
Talking about us timing them.
Good. Don't come at our necks. If your son is really good at video games, then they must want to be a pro player. Yeah, same thing. It's just like, all right, get out there and make some money.
To make a false assumption of Gohan, thinking he would want a fair fight like he would. While from our perspective, it seems like he's being an irredeemably bad father. In context, within the...
And he never went, hey, Gohan, is it cool if I give Cell a sensu bean so you can have a good fight? He just assumed, now let's just do this. He put everybody at risk for his own assumption that Gohan would want a good fight. That's not a good moment. That doesn't make him a good dad. Even if it was just him going, Gohan would love a good fight. Here's a sensu bean. Give him a good fight. That still wouldn't make him a good dad.
Story, it makes sense, given Saiyan's value on fights. And it's not as if Goku didn't attempt to rectify his mistake once he was able to see the error in his thinking.
I don't care if you rectify your mistake. I don't care if you leave a gun out and you're seeing your son shoots himself in the kidney and you give a kidney to your son. I don't care if that happens. You still left that gun out and the kid shot himself. I don't care if you tried to rectify it. Don't do the bad thing. Don't do the bad thing without full knowledge of the situation.
You slapped them across the head and it cut their head open and you gave them a Band-Aid and some alcohol to clean it up. Like, you dressed the wound and now you're not horrible?
You fixing a problem that you caused. Good daddy, I guess. No.
I guess all these companies are just good people that they take away the supply and then demand goes up. It's just like, well...
into the fight, but unfortunately, Cell stole the senzu beans, leaving Goku weak and in a state where he'd only be a liability. A bad father is one who makes a mistake, but doesn't try to make up for it.
No, that's not a bad father.
You can beat your kid for eternity as long as you fix them up after the fact. Oh, I made a mistake and hit you across the face. Well, let me dress your wound, son. Oh, I made a mistake and pushed you down the stairs. Well, let me mend your leg and take you to the hospital.
You can be a good father for 17 years of your life. Get mad one day, slap your kid, not realize that that's a mistake. The kid dies. You just like, hey, whatever. I got mad, and you're just a bad dad. What there is no like hard numbers in the fact of good dad versus bad dad. There is no this one thing makes you a good dad versus a bad dad. Making a mistake, no. Making a mistake and apologizing, no.
Guys that beat their girlfriend and then buy them presents must be good boyfriends.
Apparently.
You bring in extreme examples. Everyone makes mistakes, but ignoring them is worse than trying to change. Sure, but you can be a bad person even if you're trying to rectify the bad thing you've done. That's the entire point. The point of extreme examples is to show just how ridiculous the notion you created was. You can go lesser examples, like let's say an employee keeps stealing money. They're lazy at work. And it's hurting everyone around them. They are a bad employee. Now, if they're trying to get better and just screwing everything up still, they're still a bad employee, even if they try to rectify the thing.
Even if they recognize that they're making mistakes, but they're not good enough to fix it.
And it's that simple. Just trying to fix the problem doesn't make you bad. Just doing the problem and going, doesn't make you good. There's an anime I like called Gokudo, and the main character causes the major problem of every arc, and by the end accidentally fixes everything. He's such a horrible person, and I love it.
I don't think these analogies apply because they would have factually all been killed.
Naki Hollis says, TF said it best. If Gohan died fighting Cell, Goku would have killed his son.
Absolutely. It would have been the cause of his son's death, and you would have all just had to eat that. But I don't think the analogies apply because they would have all been factually killed if Gohan never went Super Saiyan 2. Nothing even suggests Gohan could have beat Cell without the Senzu Bean. That doesn't change the fact of what happens. The end result doesn't change the fact that it happened.
In the moment.
Michael Jordan is the best basketball player of all time because his father pushed him to be the best basketball player. Michael Jackson, his father beat him into being an amazing dancer and stuff. That doesn't change the fact that it happened.
If you grab your 6-year-old child and throw them in the river to teach them how to swim, if they start swimming, does that not make it a bad thing you did, even if the end result is what you wanted of them swimming?
The end result being positive does not change the fact that what you did to get there was a negative thing. That doesn't make him a good dad. It doesn't make this a good decision. We can
because it worked out.
We can what if what would happen if he didn't give the Senzu Bean all day and night. You can say what you think, I can say what I think. Neither of us are right. We can only say what happened in the story. And what happened in the story was this. And I think it's bad because the ends don't justify the means.
Oops, we gotta hit it.
Not one who doesn't make a mistake at all.
Legion
Goku
I didn't read that, Legion. I know you said that, Legion. I didn't read what you said when you said the ends doesn't justify the means. That was me. I didn't read it.
Not one who doesn't make a mistake at all. Goku mistakenly thought it was fine to leave the world in Gohan's hands alone.
Yes, that was a bad thing, Million. Like, what if Naruto didn't do it? It's a bad thing he did, but it just so happened to work.
Yeah. That's a bad thing that resulted in a good thing that saved a lot of people down the line. But it's still a bad thing that happened.
Like, what if Goku just outright broke Gohan's neck, and that's what caused him to go Super Saiyan 2?
And then he healed him, got a Zenkai boost, and that caused him to become Super Saiyan 2.
Did he not just do a super bad thing? Even if the end result was a positive.
But it's not as if everyone there wasn't willing to fight. Gohan was there with a resolve to fight, even if he wouldn't have wanted to be left alone.
A necessity to fight. He knows that he's strong and he's gonna do it. That's all this is.
And there's essentially no one left after him. Because Vegeta ain't getting the job done.
Only due to Cell's meddling was Goku unable to help his son, making it truly up to Gohan. His nature as a half-human, half-Saiyan was the cause of the boys' strife. All the instances...
What? It was his upbringing. It has nothing to do with half human, half Saiyan.
Trunks is not stronger than Gohan. And he's a half-human, half-Saiyan.
Goten.
Goten. What are we doing? Brah. Bola, whatever her name is.
of his unwillingness to fight and weakness had stemmed from the human side of himself. Well,
No, it stemmed from him being a 4-year-old scared kid. He's a 5-year-old fighting legitimate aliens.
Aliens that are so much stronger than him after being thrown into a woods by his father's greatest enemy.
Who is also alien.
the strength he had was due to the Saiyan within. For this fight, it's clear that's what he needed. That's what everyone was riding on.
I see you say the decision should be criticized even if the outcome is good. That's fair, but in this context, I can't say Goku made the wrong choice. No, he made the wrong choice. It worked.
It worked. That's all it is to it.
Again, like I said, if you throw your 6-year-old in a river, you made the wrong choice. You could have taken them to a swimming class to teach them how to swim. You could have taught them yourself. You made the wrong choice, but them swimming is what... It's just like the streamer Speed. He just lit a firework in his room. And everyone's just like, oh, that's so funny. He's so random. But what would have happened if he burned his house down and died? He made the wrong choice, but the outcome was him getting a lot of notoriety and popularity. It was a positive outcome in the space of being a content creator, but what would have happened if he hurt his mom or his family or burned his house down and hurt himself? Or a firefighter died in the fire? The choice is bad, just even if it worked.
Yet, it wasn't the answer. In his awakening to Super Saiyan 2, he'd unlocked the power he needed to take down Cell, but also gained amusement from fighting, saying how he wanted to see Cell suffer. Being unable to quickly finish his opponent had allowed Cell to nearly wipe out
Blaze
the Earth
Rider says,
and cause
the only reason he didn't prepare Gohan to fight Cell is because Toriyama has a hard-on for surprises.
He does, and he's also flying by the seat of his pants.
Oh, such the seat of his pants.
Goku to sacrifice himself for Gohan's mistake. Even Gohan had caused Piccolo to die, and Saiyan Gohan had caused Goku to die. While leaning into the Saiyan side of himself seems to be the answer,
What does this have to do with him being a father?
Holy crap. You're just saying what happened. I know what happened.
What would have been the right choice is having a conversation with Gohan and going, yo, do you want to fight or not? You could be the greatest fighter in the world. What do you want to do, my son? I'm leaving the choice up to you. Not forcing a choice on him and then forcing it even further by giving Cell a sensu bean. He tried to force his son's potential out, and just because it worked doesn't make it a good thing. Because if it didn't work, what would have happened?
Because he needs to fight, it's not. He also needs a human who will put peace before anything. Saiyans often endanger themselves and others through their desires. Goku staying behind to fight Frieza or healing Cell.
Staying behind to fight Frieza for what?
He says that endangered himself.
And others.
But he knew that if he went on to Earth, Frieza would have been left alive to just come to Earth and blow it up. So it's just, we got to take care of this here and now. I will. I don't see a problem with that.
He would have legit just escaped. He said he can't let Frieza just escape.
Especially since you don't know where he's going. He's clearly strong, so he could get stronger. No, deal with this here and now.
I never started this bet. That's on me.
And Vegeta
Why is Goku
letting
a good
both
father?
Frieza
Here's
and
my synopsis on DBZ.
You're legit going the dichotomy of
Human and Saiyan and expectations and fighting and Goku and Gohan, yeah.
or healing Cell, and Vegeta letting both Frieza and Cell transform. Gohan was no different in this instance. Being woken up from the loss of his father, he was able to focus on victory and bringing peace to the earth.
He almost gave up again.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Why wasn't he still angry? Where was that Saiyan rage in when he got his arm jacked? He was just like, oh no, it's hopeless. Earth go boom, bye. I'm not even gonna try. It's over. Where was it? Wasn't awakened by Goku. It was destroyed already, and that's just a whole new. Oh, this is normal Gohan now. So why was it destroyed when he got injured?
Balance. You don't need any parentheses. You just need space.
Earth, uniting both sides of himself. Gohan was someone who Goku had attempted to have become his successor, but it became clear he didn't fit that role because he doesn't like serious fighting. He only
It
enjoyed.
became clear to us, not clear to Goku.
The audience.
Until Goku had to have his shoulders shaking and just going, listen to your son. He's like, oh no. And he didn't, Piccolo just went, he doesn't like fighting. And he explained it and Goku went, ah, crap. So he never even considered it if a single conversation is enough to change his mind, such that it's just like, oh, everything is changed now. A single conversation.
Avoid fighting against non-threatening opponents, where nobody's life was on the line, seen in the Great Saiyaman, or in the World Martial Arts Tournament, as a way to spend time with his father, who was coming back for the day. Otherwise, he didn't enjoy pushing his strength to the degree of Goku and Vegeta, because peace made him slack on his training. Due to his main focus,
That
What?
has nothing to do with him being a human or anything,
Yes.
because Tien never slacked.
What does this have to do with Goku being a good father?
I'm ending the betting for this video in 2 minutes, 3:40 on our time.
focus already being solidified, Son Gohan's path was to be a scientist. There needed to be a successor other than Gohan, and so Goku had attempted to make that Goten and Trunks, but they two didn't fit, seeing as they didn't take fighting seriously enough, despite having the strength they needed together. Goku's mistakes had stemmed from him wanting to rely on those he knew to succeed him,
Pause.
which
Why did he not go to Piccolo and just go train them well? Don't have them do that Cell bush where they play around. Train them well. Why doesn't he recognize that, hey, there is people that could fight and still joke around and not get the job done like he did against Jackie Chun. He was taking doing in mooning them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dumb jokey stuff. So he recognizes, oh, people, especially young children, can fight and not be serious, and it can screw them over. Why does he not go Piccolo? Beat them into seriousness. Not necessarily beat them into seriousness.
Nah, I said what I said, Piccolo.
They can take it, whatever.
As long as the outcome is good, it's fine, whatever you do.
We got either infinite beings or 3 beings down here.
Make it work.
Depending on what the story needs.
Hey, yeah, can't you cut it in half, too, and give them half?
You most certainly can. And that's good enough. Sometimes.
Blinded him to their nature in regard to the purpose he wanted them to fulfill.
Bet is ending now. We'll rerun it at the start of the next video.
Learning from this is why Goku ultimately decides to make Oob his successor. He was willing to accept his own son's paths differed from what he was seeking from them. He wouldn't force them on one ill-suited to them. That's why it was the dinky look.
Why was it suited for Oob?
Why? So he would force Oob to do so? Who's only fighting to get his village water? Was that Oob or was that Nam?
Tomato.
Apparently for Toriyama.
BG, does Moondrop always give more points than you spend? No, it's a random between 1 and I think 1,000. So you spend 500, everybody might get 40, everyone might get 927. That's Oob, okay, with the water thing. So, and look at, oh, this is truly a dude that wants to fight. Truly!
As you have to actively insult his mama to get him to fight.
Wow, Toriyama got one story to tell. It's the same thing that happened with,
TN, the Metal Man.
No. Vegeta fighting the other Saiyan.
Oh, Kaba.
Yeah. I kept going salad.
And kid known as Oob, the very reincarnation of their greatest enemy. Oob was someone who was willing to...
Father-son relationship ended with Gohan. Oob is my son now.
See y'all for years and years, I guess.
Oob ain't do... What is he, Vegeta? Oob doesn't like fighting either. But he was like, bye my family. I'm gonna go train this guy.
And live with him.
push himself. And it was clear in his intent to use the strength he has for others, seeing as he entered the tournament to secure prize money in order to buy...
And Gohan fought for others as well when he came back to fight Vegeta and went on to Namek. Gohan did the same thing. Doesn't say that Oob likes fighting. It says that Oob is strong enough that he's necessary to facilitate a goal.
Krillin was legit like, Gohan, do not go down there to save them Namekians, because we will die. And he went, no, that noise. Well, let's save these motherfuckers. What are you talking about?
He got the water off screen, Dad. Don't worry about it.
Everything was resolved. Let's fight now.
Food for his people. That made him naturally...
And it's so bad that...
Naki Hollis says, can people stop acting like Gohan toying with Cell was anything but a child soldier snapping?
And that's a good point. It's a dude that was essentially raised in battle... going, oh my god, I'm tired of this. I'ma just
y'all want me to fight? I'll fight, alright? This is what y'all wanted, didn't you?
This is what you want, father? This is on you. His blood is on your hands.
But yeah, the Lord of Lords went up to Oob's village like, yeah, give Vegeta energy. Alright, peace out.
And isn't it so
help them?
Isn't it so hypocritical that Goku went, Gohan, what are you doing? In Cell now. When King Kai was like, what are you doing, Goku? In Frieza now! And Goku was like, no, but the battle!
He needs to feel the force of the Namekians that he slaughtered.
That made him naturally someone who could fulfill the role of Earth's defender. As strong as Goku was...
Wait, what made him naturally able to do that?
He was
entered
fighting
the
for
tournament
others.
to secure prize money in order to buy food for his people. that made him naturally someone who could fulfill the role of Earth's defender.
He's fighting
As
for
strong-
others and not himself. Not
But
for the
like
strength-
Gohan?
Like Gohan. Like Gohan necessarily having to fight all those times that he did. But this is different because Oob doesn't have a path, and Gohan and Goten do have a path. So he's
path
just
based on
stomping his
what?
path right here and now. Just like, nah, you don't have a path anymore. You want to help people, so that's all you're going to do forever.
As Goku was, he isn't always going to be around to defend the planet, nor could his strength prove to
I've
be
always
enough
liked
for
that
every
blue and
incoming
green.
threat. The new generation needs to be ready to take over for the old. Roshi succeeded Mui Taito, Goku succeeded Roshi, and now Son Goku has his successor in Oob, a boy perhaps more fitting because he had the will necessary to surpass Earth's current defender.
This is a horrible video, dude. These are horrible points.
Oh my goodness.
This has to be a joke.
See, I'm willing to
Idonius
listen.
Smith says, "Are there any good anime dads?"
Yeah. Sure. Igneel from Fire Force. I mean, not Fire Force, from Fairy Tail. Even though I
The
wasn't his daddy.
main character from Sweat and Soap gets a child near the end of the series, and he is very, I don't know what to do. I'm so scared, and it's just like, no, you're gonna be great. And he talks about his fears and everything, and he is great. Like Yagami's dad, that rocks.
Yeah, he's
great.
a legitimately good policeman.
Ichigo's a good dad from what we see.
Yeah.
Ichigo's dad is a good dad.
Naruto is not a good dad.
Yeah, no, Naruto's horrible.
Naruto.
Somebody asked
Sack of
Naruto or
garbage.
Goku who's worse.
Worst father? Naruto. Naruto willingly went, I'm going to send a clone. Not even, I'm going to tell you that it's a clone, so I'm going to be here in spirit or something. Or just go,
You have to understand the thing, Hokage seat is a sacred
is
thing.
so important.
I can't clone that.
Or lie and go, there's an attack on my life. If they were to send a needle into the office and it hits the clone, it would pop. I wouldn't know. Well, I would know. And then I would just hop on over there. That was a bad analogy. Maybe I wouldn't be able to get over there fast enough, and then they steal a document, and then that's really bad for us. Something that's
Comey's dad is a good dad.
a really good dad.
Would you say Joseph is a good dad? No, he's a cheater. He's a cheater that let his son just be born and raised for like 17 years.
But he put in the effort. He's not a good dad, but he wants to be a good dad.
Yes. And I guess that's all that matters.
There's some out there.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I would say there's probably more bad dads than good, but...
This is yet another dual upload, but this time with Vindy, so make sure you check out his video on Dragon Ball, going over the entire series and his thoughts on it, as well as combating some other criticisms and offering some other insight into the series from the perspective of someone who just got into Dragon Ball and didn't know that much about it beforehand. But make sure you check out some of his other stuff too, like his chapter reviews, because if you actually want someone who knows what they're talking about when it comes to chapter reviewing, then he's your man.
I like this cover. I like that cover. That's like an 8. He ain't say nothing.
I was thinking 8 as well.
Let's hear what Vindy has to
You know
say.
what? I'm gonna go 7.
Legion says, "Goku still doesn't have a successor now after GT and Super."
Nope, sure doesn't. It's
Whoops.
still just him.
That was a terrible video based
It's
on the
just
topic.
synopsis stuff. He didn't explain. Again, I'm willing to listen to arguments about why he's a good dad, but you just didn't make them.
You just talked about, no, it's really about a successor, not him being a father, essentially.
Then Tien, or Yajiro, or Chaozu, or Master Roshi. And I'm intentionally leaving Krillin out because Krillin's a key player throughout everything, and Krillin is good. And I definitely understand why people love Krillin. I love Krillin too, so I'm not...
Okay,
that's
so
why
he
I'm leaving
talks
him.
a fair bit about the good and the bad. Not worth putting on the list.
Yep. Okay.
Maybe the
We have
stream ones.
something with him on the list
Yes,
already.
we do.
There's no winners. Ha ha!
Big rip. unless you count Goku Jr. But he also had nothing to do with that, unless you count Dragon Ball Path to Power. I think the movie was called whatever that was. It's not a good movie.
There you go. We're gonna start the next video in a few minutes, but we're gonna start up betting now.
Yeah, that doesn't explain why Goku was a good dad. It doesn't necessarily even argue it doesn't argue against him being a bad dad.
No. It's mostly just him trying to find a successor, and it's just like that's the crux of the entire video.
But the beginning said Goku is not a bad dad, journey to a successor. So I thought that it would be more
About the father thing.
Boy, that is an okie doke.
Yeah, that was just not a good video. Neil sucks.
He did his darndest, alright?
Hey, he was gone forever. What do you want from the guy? Uzaki-chan's dad is a W. Oh yeah, he's fantastic. Might be my favorite character in the whole. Nah, I like Ami-chan. Probably my second favorite character. Death Senior. Yeah, there's some really good dads there. Path to Power is a remake of Red Ribbon, but is very condensed.
There was a movie with Goku Jr., and I don't know which one that is. And I'm going to look because now I need to be correct.
God, just...
A Hero's Legacy. That's what it was.
Okay.
Don't you type it in the
they
chat.
took Debo, you piece of shit.
SpongeBob Dad is a good dad, but that's not anime, so...
Hey, isn't it? Hey, I wonder if that second episode of the SpongeBob anime ever came out.
I don't think it did.
That first one was a beast. That first one was a beast. With Dragon Ball Super, I hate the name. They're pretty much around the time for Goku to leave everyone to train. Ooh.
Yeah, they're. It's just like, hey, I guess we're not doing the 5-year thing that Bulma said. That's just dead and gone.
Yeah.
But we're just right here. And there's so much that's happening. It has to be a big wish of, I just wish that Muff ain't ever wake up. It has to be that.
Yeah, there's no other choice.
Because you can't just have, like I said, you can't have Goku and Vegeta existing and people not just disintegrate around them just based purely off of their power. No.
Margon, to vote for 8, you need to type 1. That's what you need for 8+. Kyrios is best dad. Kyrios was a fantastic dad. Alright, let's get into the video. How long is it?
It is like, I think it's 12 minutes or so.
13:45. Alright, around the 3-minute mark, I'm going to end betting.
Description. This is also by the Black
Mastodon, it looked like, but it was something else.
Mastadonte?
That was probably it.
Goodness gracious. Okay. Gohan was one of the best things that
His
happened.
name's probably Dante.
Gohan was one of the best things that happened to Dragon Ball Z as a whole. He was different from Goku. He had potential to get stronger, and he was also relatable. However, Dragon Ball failed to fulfill Gohan's true potential. This is 2 Gohan videos, essentially.
Yeah.
Gohan's true potential within the series. So today, let's talk about Gohan and how DBZ did him dirty. Let's talk about the series where I sit down with you guys. And, okay, yeah, that doesn't matter. I don't think Gohan had wasted potential. I think he fulfilled his potential, and he wanted to be happy after that, but they just kept dragging him back into the fight, which is what he didn't want to do.
Digging up that grave.
And he was also very stupid with the Majin Buu thing. He should have learned from Cell to not toy with your opponent, just do what needs to be done. He sat there and just like, yeah, Gotenks, you guys can have a go. Why? It was stupid. Kill him.
No, not you. I want to fight them. Well, he said he wanted to fight y'all,
go
so...
for it.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Did Gohan assume that they wanted to fight? Did he do the Goku and assume that they're like, no, they want to fight just like me? Right now, I guess.
Yeah.
Kill him and be done with it. There was a comment thread where I'm just like, or it might have been a video where we were doing rewrites and just like have Gohan, have it be that he does his biggest Kamehameha and puts all of his energy into it because it's like, he knows that Buu needs to be completely atomized, so he puts everything into a Kamehameha. Buu puts a little piece of himself within the ground. Now, and then he reforms himself. Gohan doesn't have the strength to fight back, and that's what leads to Gotenks coming in and getting absorbed, and then everything goes on as it has. Have him try to kill Super Buu, and fail. Would put everything into it, like it's not gonna be like it was last time. And then put everything into it, fail, be weakened, and then everything goes on without him being so stupid that he just goes, I'm gonna do exact same thing that I did with Cell. There were no consequences back then, and there's no consequences now. Oh no, I'm goo. I don't think that we're goo.
All right.
If he says Gohan needs to be big, strong, -10, I got some bad news for you. Oh, whoops. Oh,
Naki
no.
Hollis says, just want to say this really quick. In the Boruto anime, Himawari said she understand that he's busy but still love him. He then missed her birthday. That episode made me hate adult Naruto.
Yeah, he's trash. Especially considering what he went through without having a parent. If it was like, I'm going to leave a Hokage, I'm going to leave a clone in a Hokage seat, I'm going to leave a clone at home, and I got to go on a very important mission. This is life or death. This is the beginning of a war. I'd accept that. But the month is doing paperwork.
Don't say it like that.
I'm saying it exactly like that.
Muff doing paperwork.
Little tiny stub of his toe and he completely dissipates. Put some more chakra in that bit. What are you doing? You got chakra to spare.
Dang, I don't like that I had to take Jalen Hurts there, but what are you gonna do? All right, let's get into this
You
video.
go up a little bit. There was somebody that said something I wanted to. Oh, it was Jay. It makes sense that they were more confident when Gohan was there. That's why they became Gotenks. It's fine, but it's still dumb because Gohan didn't try to stop them from absorbing them. Yeah, I understand the confidence thing, but after the Cell thing, he should have been like, no, overconfidence and playing with the opponent and just punch. That don't work. That leads to some bad things. So let's just get this done. Even if he was just like, Gotenks, let's double team him. That'd have been something. But he was just like, nah, you guys can fight. That's cool.
Let's talk about Gohan. Alright, so as much as I talk shit about it, as much as I complain about it, as much as I say fuck Goku, I really do love Dragon Ball Z. I will say it's one of my favorite animes of all time. However, as good...
Are you looking for my anime list?
Yep, or at least his channel. I'm not seeing on my anime list. I saw something about Hunter x Hunter. So that's something. This was about 2 years ago. Was it? Yep, 2 years ago. So I'm going to look at the 2 years ago. My goodness, he has done a lot of videos. Oh, no. Well, going at his background, he's seen Naruto. So we know that for sure. And he's also seen One Piece. Because he's got that Jinbei just sitting there and winking at you. Get that out of here. He saw Sonic X. That's a good anime. I don't care. It is. Why am I making an argument like somebody said, no, it's not, DA? No, nobody said that.
There's probably somebody
Chris the
out there.
Chilled says, what would Gohan gain for being the strongest in the series?
Essentially nothing. It's for the fans.
And he doesn't like fighting, so it would just be a necessity thing. He did a lot of game stuff before this. Some movies, a lot of Dragon Ball. He did Black Clover. He did Hunter x Hunter. He did Naruto. And that's about it up until the Yu Yu Hakusho. Get the f out of here. Hajime no Ippo changed my life. Get this Dragon Ball crap out of here.
Is that some fan art of him dressed up as Sanji on his wall?
That looks like him as Sasuke.
Yeah, yep, that looks like Sasuke. The hair, the blue, yep. I like some of his posters, though. Hey, you got Dragon Ball right on our wall. Right under Power Rangers, it looks like?
Power Rangers, and right above, I believe that is a Pokemon.
Correct. All right, then.
A Pokemon Pokedex, not a Pokemon. Sonic X is amazing. Sonic X is the reason I even like Sonic as a character. Sonic X was super hyped. That theme song, one of the greatest of all times. 4 kids knocked it out of the park with that, and then they floundered for the majority of their existence. Pokemon got some bangers. The One Piece rap, we have words about that, but it's secured its place in existence.
As I think it does have its fair share of problems. So many problems, in fact, that I would not recommend Dragon Ball Z to just a regular person, you know? Like, I just feel like
T-Rex
that
525 says, "Don't you dare read my message like I typed Sanji when I clearly typed Sasuke."
Oh, did you? Uh-oh. Made my man's waste his points like that to correct you?
Oh, it is
correct
Sasuke.
you?
It is.
Oh, look at the state of you.
I'm focused on my
The state of you.
I'm focused on my fantasy draft.
The Yu-Gi-Oh themes were good. I don't like GX, Generation Next. Game on, get your game on. Come on, better play your cards right. I don't like that.
anime has so much bullshit within it that it's like, why would I wish that on somebody else? When I was younger, I could deal with it, but now...
So why is it one of your favorite anime of all time? If
nostalgia, I got a song.
If you say that there's so much bullshit that you can't... Cats is one of my favorite musicals.
Yeah.
And it's a travesty.
So he's probably just going, the quality of Dragon Ball is not there, but the enjoyment factor.
Okay.
And, you know, there are people that just are not going to be with you with Cats, and I am one of them, where it's just like, no, it's trash and it's not enjoyable.
And I'm going to go see it in November. I got to travel to Ohio to do it, but by God, I'm doing it. I can't wait.
Unbelievable. This guy is actually going to go see Cats, y'all.
You know it. I was looking if they came to into Detroit, and they are not. And I'm like, oh, I got to travel? Oh, I'm traveling.
That I'm older, I can't deal with all them plot holes and power level scaling and all the issues that's within Dragon Ball Z, but that's besides the point. Of the many problems that Dragon Ball Z has, I would say its biggest problem is Gohan and how they fucked him over. So today, we're gonna talk about Gohan.
I don't think that's the biggest problem, because this is a problem that does not affect the story whatsoever. He did what needs to be done. I think story issues affect the story a lot more. Like when King Kai is just like, I'm the lord of actually I'm one of 4 who are governed by this one guy, who's governed by these 4 guys, who's governed by one guy, who's governed by these 4 guys, who's governed by this angel. He didn't say all that. He just went, it's me.
Neo Arcadia says, I haven't seen this dude's vids in a long time. Last time I saw him was when he was still doing skits. That was almost 10 years ago. I feel old, loudly crying.
He's he's an old head, it looks like. He's been doing it for quite some time. Still doing it. Last upload was 6 hours ago.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find a way to give y'all a timer for the cooldown on TTS. I'll just tell you what it is right now, though. The cooldown for TTS is 2 minutes. Only because I don't want a flood of TTSs as we're trying to get points across.
Gohan, talk about his character, his rise to fame, and how Dragon Ball Z completely shat on his potential and just let it all go, and went back to the safety measure of using Goku as a main character, which is dumb, but you know what? It's whatever, Toriyama. So yeah,
Goku,
we're talking about
I don't
Gohan.
like how it was drawn at all. Was that Xenoverse or Kakarot? That
completely shat on his potential and just let it all go, and went back to the safety measure of using Goku as a main character.
What is? Oh my goodness!
It looked like they legit pasted Gohan's face on him. Teen Gohan's face on him.
Which is dumb, but you know what? It's whatever.
Kakarot.
So yeah, we're talking about Gohan today. Alright, so the first time we saw Gohan was in the first episode of Dragon Ball Z. Now, unlike many other people, my first introduction to Dragon Ball Z was not through Dragon Ball. Like, for my recollection, first Dragon Ball Z came to Toonami, and then Dragon Ball came later. Maybe when I was not born, or maybe when I was super young to not really care. Dragon Ball was on Toonami, I just never knew about it. But my first showing of Goku was in Dragon Ball Z, right? So I wasn't aware of...
High school Gohan, best Gohan! This needs to be said over and over and over again because it's factual.
The type of character that Goku was. However, as the anime went on, the few
Yeah, Gohan got f***ed over with his hot wife, loving daughter, dream job, and a superhero character he made and his world famous. Completely f***ed over, right?
No, but he's not fighting.
He's not the Skronk.
Oh, he must be in his britches over superhero.
Oh, boy.
episodes went by where like Raditz kidnapped Gohan and all that shit happened. I noticed a few key differences between Gohan and Goku, and I think they're very important. Goku, on one hand, is the epitome of a
T-Rex
shonen
525 says, chillin' out with the crew in the schoolyard, finding trouble, never looking too hard. Well, back at class, they never taught us this. Some things you gotta learn, hit or miss.
Sometimes hard climbs, we'll face them all together right now. Let's go.
Character. He wants to get stronger, he likes to fight, he's a nice guy, and when push comes to shove, he can be a hero. That's your stereotypical shonen protagonist right there. Gohan was a little bit different. Gohan was more the timid side. He was
Gohan
more
was a child. You can't ascribe really personality traits on a child. Small things make them fearful. Small things make them happy. Little tiny things. This Gohan is nothing like adult Gohan. I'm sorry, but I'm not sitting here just going, yo, this is a character. It's not a character, it's a kid.
emotional. He wasn't as gun-ho and as like fighting heavy or loving as his father Goku was. Gohan was more to himself. He just wanted.
There's nothing really that says in those first couple of episodes that Goku is fighting loving, because when he and Piccolo are going up towards Raditz, Piccolo goes, strong opponent, you must be excited. He goes, no, I'm terrified. So there's nothing really saying other than that line of you must be exciting that says that he likes fighting. It's just, again, it's a necessity thing that Goku's doing to get his kid back and to not pile up bodies in front of Raditz.
It even makes sense in that they're trying to change Goku from just being, the great fight that's coming to, yeah, there's a great fight potential, but my son!
But there's consequences here. Gohan was a baby, yeah. I don't know what's the point of talking about his personality here.
Legit a toddler.
Thrust into a situation that he's unfamiliar with, and you're going, yeah, he's scared and he's timid. Yeah, anybody would be. Anybody weak enough would be in that situation.
Be friends with everyone. He was adorable, and that appealed to my child side because I was a kid back then. Like seeing Gohan do his thing and seeing him act like a child would, and seeing him not be as ready to fight as his father was, and not be as like confident as his father was. It made sense to me because I was a kid.
Of course, a 12. Oh, you mean Goku now? Okay.
I was like, yeah.
I don't understand that relatability issue here, because we were kids when Dragon Ball came out and was prevalent and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And my favorite character was Krillin and Vegeta. Wasn't really even Gohan. I don't remember having really any strong feelings towards Gohan.
I had strong feelings towards him being Big Strong and Masenko. Beyond that, it's just
outside of high school stuff.
Yeah. But I don't know if I liked the high school stuff back in the day. I mean,
I don't remember either.
I love it now.
I remember being in Atlanta and we had the tapes.
The orange tape of Dragon Ball Z.
But I remember watching it.
Says,
I don't remember liking
Can you even call it Gohan's dream job? Chi-Chi basically forced it on him since he was 4.
It's what he wants to do, though. Because he has complete autonomy to do something else.
Yes. He's 18 and he's going into college.
He's legitimately excited about it.
You could say that it was drilled into his mind like a drill sergeant just going blah blah blah, and then they're so gung ho about it, even though they really shouldn't be. But yeah, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But he still got a wife and a kid, and he's happy. That's what we need to say. I don't know about his underlying happiness about being manipulated to go into this job or whatever. He's happy,
and. Shouldn't that be what people care about?
Shouldn't that be what people strive for? Shouldn't that be what the end goal of just this character's happy? They don't need to fight anymore. It's fine. Whatever.
Also, for some reason, Hope is not popping up in chat like at all.
I don't know.
He's tried to type. He's tried to He's just legitimately just not popping up in chat.
How very odd.
You're not timed or banned or anything. Yeah, that's so odd.
Could you check the people watching and see if you can like mod them?
I just checked the people watching it. It only does the people that are participants in chat, and he is not one of them, so I can't do anything. I wonder if I can. Nope, it wouldn't.
I am so sick of this dumb ring thing. It keeps going. There's motion in your living room. I'm
It
like,
is
it's go time.
It
Here
is the
comes.
shadow.
It is the shadows from the trees. And I'm like, you mother.
I've legit just thought about changing the curtains.
That's what I'm
down
gonna
there.
do. Because I'm sick of this. I keep seeing that. I'm like, oh, here it comes. Let's mute this mic so they don't hear us dying on stream.
Dang, yeah, he hasn't typed in enough time for me to go back and see.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, it's really odd. I have no clue what happened there. Favorite character Vegeta. Second favorite character Krillin.
Yeah, it was switched for me, except for once you get later and Krillin stopped doing stuff and Vegeta does more stuff, that's when it switched back. Post Namek is when it switched.
This is right, because I'm a kid, I'm also timid, I'm also sensitive, you know? That shit made sense. So as we saw Gohan grow up, you know, after Raditz kidnapped Gohan and Piccolo beat Raditz and killed Goku in the process, and Gohan went to go train with Piccolo, you know, we saw Gohan grow up a little bit more. We saw him like turn into a character that we did not really expect. You know, he didn't become a hardened fighter like his father. He was still a kind kid. He wanted to be friends with Piccolo, for God's sake. Which, by the way, I personally believe that the reason why Piccolo's a good guy in the first place is because of Gohan. But
yes,
Yeah.
that's the story of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he said that as he was dying. It's not a personal belief. That is a factual thing that happened.
Betting is closing in 1 minute, so you better get it in if you want to.
that's just my thing. That's just what I believe. So
No, the story legitimately tells you this.
that raises more importance to Gohan. But like, you know, if you don't believe me, let me know in the chat, because I would love to know how you feel about the whole Piccolo-Gohan relationship. But yes, we see Piccolo train Gohan. We see how Piccolo is molding this kid into a weapon of mass destruction. And we're slowly seeing him turn into this, where he's still this kind kid, but he's becoming a strong kind kid. Like if push comes to shove, he will fuck shit up. That's what Gohan...
Not necessarily, because they kick Nappa towards him and just go blast him, and he go, I'm out of here.
And then Piccolo's just like, or Krillin's like, oh, give him another chance, and they do, and it happens, and they get it.
You gotta look at
Everyone
both of
million
those
says.
things.
That's what I said for Gohan fans. They think that his character was that in Cell Arc he just stopped being scared and he always liked fighting.
No, that's not what it's scary.
Yeah, but people think that.
Yeah.
People think that that's what the character was. It's just like, oh, he just all of a sudden started liking fighting now in the Cell arc. Man, and that's their mindset throughout all time. And then they use the evidence of the Boo thing. It's just like, well, he's fighting Boo. He didn't just kill him, so he must like fighting. So he needs to go back to fighting. He's not happy being a scholar or whatever. Look at those glasses. He's a dork. He doesn't need glasses. Why would he need glasses? Would the sensu beans fix eyesights?
I don't think so. I think it would only fix things that are...
They did say it can't
heart
fix
disease
scars and stuff like that. So long as it's been long enough.
And it wouldn't have fixed Goku's heart problem.
Yeah,
So.
and the deterioration of eyes is a slow thing that he needs glasses. Like,
Yeah,
I can understand.
I don't think the sensu bean would make like Roshi younger or something. So yeah, something natural it probably can't fix.
But do you think he minds his glasses? Because you can always just wish your eyes better. If they're burning wishes on in Bulma wanting her booty fixed, you get your glasses up.
Is that what one of them? What did she wish for? A fatter butt?
A butt lift. Piccolo rocked up. Piccolo rocked up. He was just like, they're using to put Dragon Balls. Can I get a real quick wish? And Bulma was like, yeah, I just need 2 of them. I need my butt fixed. And I think she was some crow's feet or something like that. But yeah, did you see the image on Twitter where she got the big fat butt just leaning up?
Yeah, I saw that one.
People were just like, yeah, that's Bulma. It's like, no, that is story relevant, sir. She wanted a butt lift, and she used a wished for a butt lift.
Oh, I thought they just were like, yo,
Look at these cheeks. Look at
let's
what we
get
can
the
do,
cheeks
y'all.
on Bulma, yo.
Y'all want some porn? We can do that. You know what? Maybe we leave the archives open and the models get stolen. I don't know. I ain't seen nothing.
Don't ask me, bro. I'll take a DK.
Gohan does. However, once
Master
the Saiyans
Jinx
came,
says,
that once
favorite character is Tien. I hate Z so much.
Yeah, Z completely destroyed his character.
Yeah, he had stuff to do. He had motivations. He stopped being a douche after he broke the leg. He got a legit win on Goku. Roshi fought him, and he was just like, "Oh, I don't even have to worry about fighting Goku again, because this dude," he'd be like, "Oh, this dude can fight Goku and always test him to show that there's always going to be somebody as strong as me. So I don't even need to fight Goku anymore. I'm out of here." Some good stuff with Tien in Dragon Ball. But Z, people jizz over, look at what he did to Cell. He minorly inconvenienced him.
He held the door closed while he tried to open it.
Nappa and Vegeta came, shit got different real quick. Gohan saw what it was like to actually be in a situation where you have to fight for your life, and he was not prepared for it, as he shouldn't be. As a kid, seeing that, I was like, this makes sense. I wouldn't be ready to fight Vegeta and Nappa. These guys are crazy-ass aliens. I can't fight that. No, they just blew up a whole city. I'm not...
That's what he was being trained for. That was the purpose of his training. I understand that you go through soldier training and you think that you're ready, you got your gun in your hand, but when stuff goes down, you get a little bit scared. But that was the purpose of his training. I would assume that he'd be ready, especially after roughing it in the woods for a year plus. There was a filler where he could have left, but he turned around like, "No, this is what I got to do." It's a filler, but
oh, dude, people are hating Super T.
He stinks, legit.
Hey, yeah, Yamcha's a complete bum.
Yeah, they're not even worth talking about.
But he's living in his own world. It's very sad that Tien is doing everything he can every day to train his body to the max potential it can be. And his ceiling is like 200K. It's not fair.
No, it's absolutely not fair. Unless you go get Ultra Instinct, with which you can. But
why wouldn't they just let that be a human technique to let them catch up? Instead, it's just almost a legit transformation for Goku.
Trying to fight that shit? Leave me the fuck alone. I want to go home to my mom and read my books. Gohan was still timid. Gohan could not handle the Vegeta Nappa mess until Piccolo died. And then something snapped within Gohan.
No, even before then, he tried to handle it. Because they were like, all right, blast him. And he tried to, and it didn't work.
Something changed completely. Immediately, we saw Gohan turn from someone who was too scared to fight to someone who was ready to fight if it was for protecting his friends. At first, I feel like it was for his own protection, so that his father wouldn't have to, like, go and save him all the time. However, I feel like...
But that's what we saw with the Raditz thing. He was willing to fight to protect Goku. This is already an established thing for Gohan. This is not a new thing.
After Piccolo died, it became something of, my weakness caused him to die. Maybe if I put in some work, he wouldn't have died, because essentially...
He did put in work. And what work did he put in to go to Namek? It was just like, yo, unlock your potential.
Piccolo died was Gohan couldn't dodge, and then Piccolo jumped in the way and then took Nappa's blast and was like, oh shit, I'm dead. And Gohan was like, wow, that was completely my bad. That was completely my bad, bro, my fault. And see, Gohan liked Piccolo.
I've always hated that blast because, like, his legs are wide open and there's nothing going in the middle of it.
You don't hate the blast, you hate the protection of Piccolo. Yeah. Unless the blast is legitimately just upper chest, but it can't be because he's aiming for Gohan. So,
and I guess the healing just didn't work there. He's just hurt too much or something that he just dies. Super Tien got showed up by Roshi during his recruitment. What is there to like? He sucks so bad. But the mom got a spot in fighters for some reason.
My fault. And see, Gohan liked Piccolo. Gohan saw Piccolo as a friend, and Piccolo finally saw Gohan as a friend. It took him to die to
Neo
realize
Arcadia
that.
says, Gohan fans peaked during the Cell Saga. That's why they can't be happy with him being a dad and not being Goku strong. That and they might be incel types of jealous.
There's definitely a little self-insert into Gohan. Because even this dude is saying...
He grew up with Gohan. He was like him, a kid, scared, timid. So once you get big, strong, you go, maybe I can get big, strong like Gohan too. And then he just becomes a nerd in a dumb helmet. You go, wait, am I the nerd?
Hello, why am I coming to see these terrible Dragon Ball videos? That's a good question. Fighters TN pisses me off beyond any other annoying character in the game.
I see some hype stuff with him. He's fun to watch.
He's annoying to fight.
I can see that.
But you know, he still saw Gohan as a friend. So Gohan saw that and changed and suddenly started fighting back against these aliens, the same aliens that he was scared of 2 seconds ago, right? And ever since that moment, Gohan never changed. Gohan continued to be about the smoke when need be. Think about the Namekian and the Frieza saga, right? When it came to fighting Frieza's soldiers, and when it came to fighting the Ginyu Force and protecting the Namekians, he did what he had to do. He got stronger by Guru. He kept on fighting. Hell, even Vegeta acknowledged his strength. Even Vegeta was like, huh, this kid could possibly become a threat. I may have to fuck him up one day, but I gotta kill this dude Frieza first, just before I focus on this crazy ass kid that belongs to Kakarot. But yes, we slowly watch Gohan mature into this amazing character, someone completely different from Goku, and it was like a breath of fresh.
He says amazing character. What's amazing about him? He nuts up when he has to nut up. And what else is there? What did he say about his personality?
His what?
He said that he was kind. And he nuts up when he has to nut up. But that's Krillin. He was swapping heads with Perfect Cell, trying to do something. Anime only, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
I think the
Master
Destructo
Jinx
disc
says,
was anime only.
I would have agreed with this guy when I was 7.
Yeah, it's a little too late now. Oh, dang. I was trying to see if I could find Hope here, but it only goes back about 30 minutes. And I have no idea when he was just unable to type anymore.
I grew up watching DBZ, and I don't think I ever liked Gohan. I never liked his hidden potential stuff. Yeah, me either. It's just like, yeah, it's fine. It's just big strong when he needs to get big strong, but it doesn't really ever work. It didn't work against Nappa. It didn't work against Raditz. It didn't work against Frieza. It's just a big boost and then a fizzle.
Sure, because while we did get Goku a lot because Goku solved most of the big problems, you know, Goku fought Frieza, Goku was involved with the Raditz fight, Goku beat Vegeta, you know, all that shit. It was still beautiful to see Gohan grow. Even though we didn't handle all the big problems, we saw Gohan growing from the corner of our eye. We were just like, I see Goku, but like, it's like we were slowly turning to Gohan and just kind of know.
What changed about Namek? What changed from Namek to androids about Gohan?
Essentially, there was a person in danger and that he wanted to protect that he saw was weaker than him. I guess in the space of fighting the Saiyans, he was the weakest one there, so now he has something he can protect and he wants to do that. And now he realizes that protection is a means or an end to the strength that his father wants to cultivate in him or something. I don't know. I'm shrugging my shoulders.
From Namek to androids? Because he learned that before. He learned
when?
I mean, he learned that within the android. I mean, let's say the Namek saga where he protected the little Namekian stuff. Mm-hmm. So, what changed from then until androids?
No, nothing.
So all we have is the protection stuff. We don't have any personality.
In your beard, and it's pissing me off.
No, don't touch it. I don't need you touching my beard. And I'm going to give you all this gray.
It's not contagious.
Every time I look over, just a jet black, silky beard. And like, I look at this reverse skunk I got. This is trash.
Distinguished.
And younger than you.
To be fair, you
jet black. What the is that?
And again, every time I go in the bathroom, I look at the light and I'll go, "Is that it, or is it just the light bouncing?" No, it's just the light.
All it is.
noticing his growth more. Because technically speaking, Goku finished growing. Goku's main character growth arc was in Dragon Ball.
T-Rex 525 says, BG the Beard Toucher.
That's right. Absorbing all the darkness from other people's
No
beard.
feet, but beards all day.
All day, all night, all right. His major character. No, any character can grow at any time for any reason. Don't just say your growth is end.
In the Cell Saga, he learned not to assume that his child would want to go down the path that he wants to go down. That's something that he learned, and that's growth that he continues with his life because he went over to Oob. Apparently, according to last dude.
Goku was done. This is a dope Goku now. All he's gonna do is just get stronger. So we were watching Gohan grow as Goku handled all the tough fights, right? And then, you know, after the Frieza Saga ended, we get to probably the most important saga when it comes to Gohan. The Android and the Cell Saga. 3 sagas, because it was the Android Saga, the Cell Saga, and the Cell Game Saga. Don't know
No, those are arcs within the saga of the Cell Saga.
That's fine.
why that was a different saga, but you know, whatever, it's a different saga. Anyways, first thing I want to mention about the Android and the Cell Game Saga, right? We got something very interesting from Akira Toriyama. We got the Future Trunks story, and that showed us something very cool. It showed us the hero that Gohan could have become if he was focused on. Because of the in that storyline, right?
What's different about Future Gohan? He
He's the
protects.
strongest.
He's strong and he protects and he's serious.
He's the strongest.
What? Don't glorify in Future Gohan. He stinks. He died like a punk. They weren't trying. And he never once went, oh man, they're not even really trying. He's fighting his heart out and died like a punk in the water.
Alone with an arm gone. Phantom Limited.
Gohan was Earth's only savior. There was no Goku. Goku died. Vegeta died. It was just Gohan and Trunks. So we caught a glimpse of what could have happened if Akira Toriyama was just like, hey man, you know what? Fuck it. Gohan's the main character now.
Pause.
Sorry.
What happened?
He
He died for the sake of somebody else who couldn't get the job done without going to go crawl back to Goku. That's what happened. Yeah, people don't ever talk about this, but he goes back, gives Goku the heart medicine, goes back to the future.
What happens?
3 years.
What happens in that 3 years?
3 years he goes back and nothing. Gohan died like a punk for nothing.
I mean, eventually he got...
Eventually, yes. But absent of Gohan.
Absent of Gohan.
Don't act like this is something that happened. What happened with Future Gohan? He was the protector of Earth. What does that mean? He fought to protect. What did Gohan do in Namek? He fought to protect. What did he do in the Android Saga? He fought to protect.
As opposed to a character.
Nothing changed. Nothing ever changes other than him being perceived as the strongest mother on Earth. But he died like a punk.
Like a punk bitch.
Don't pretend like he didn't.
Like he rocking up.
The whole point of Future Gohan is
like
to
the
make sure that
old
present
man.
Gohan doesn't become him. That's a great point. This is not a place that you want to be. You don't want to be this scarred up hero in a lone wasteland. No, you want to be surrounded by your friends and family, happy and alive and full.
And being able to just practice in superhero poses on your way to high school.
What does a daily life for them look like? There's
from
no
lakes.
entertainment. They're just hiding.
It doesn't even seem like there's really electricity in a lot of towns. Because they're just in shadows while Trunks running through a long corridor. Just like, this is horrible.
So they're just sitting there. Including
Every
Gohan.
1 million says, does DBZ fans whine that Trunks is a cocky brat and not a badass like Future Trunks?
Yes, they do.
Absolutely,
They most certainly do. Because a lot of people like Trunks, and you got the what he is to become, but you got to watch him be this little cocky dude just going, yeah, I can fight Android 18, whatever, it's all cool. Let's do this, let's do that. You see that, but you don't see that nice, kind, polite hero that he later becomes until he gets his sword from Tapion, which doesn't make any sense. And they tried to make it sound like it made sense when it literally didn't. Scholar Gohan better than Future Gohan. Yeah. But this dude's just like, no, he needs to be that protector. Look at this. Like, this is something. One-armed, flying away from the androids, and then he got murked because they weren't trying.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, but on the back of a couch. I like that. We're going to figure this out.
I wonder if it's just Hope.
But what would it be?
Maybe
hasn't said anything like racial or
shadow band
like,
or something.
Yeah, I don't see why it would be.
We'll see.
Kid Trunks has way more personality than Future Trunks. Yeah, I like Kid Trunks way more than Future Trunks.
But Future Trunks, he's badass.
He's strong, but that's all and he's polite. I like the just dumb kid. I like the dumb
cocky
kid. And he's got a little friend that he brings along to everywhere and forces him to do things that the kid doesn't want to do. I like that. I like when they were in the junior tournament. They're like, and the kid comes up like, "Yeah, you don't need to be here, kid." And Trunks just looks at him like, "You don't even know." I like that stuff. Future Trunks is a polite dude that gets done when he needs to get done, and that's about it.
What happened was, for some reason, Hope just cannot type in chat, period. It just does not show up. It doesn't say he's timed out. It doesn't say he's banned or anything. He just cannot type in our chat.
Gohan's the main character now. Sorry, all you Goku tards. I'm gonna focus on Gohan now.
Okay, even if you focus on Gohan, does it make him a better character? You clearly don't care about the character of Gohan. You care about the accomplishments of Gohan.
The actions that he can accomplish.
The actions of Gohan.
In a certain role. Those actions that he can accomplish.
I find it funny how whenever any games try to include Future Gohan, they can't remove his arm for some reason, but instead have him fight with the limp left arm.
They most certainly they just
copy paste that model and
just one-handed Kamehameha. He just can't use that arm. Hey, shut up. I think it's a problem with the camera angles shifting, and one time you have to have it like if you're fighting on the left side, you have to have him fighting punching with his left hand, and then on the right side you got to have him fighting with his left hand. So essentially you got to do two different animations because you can't have an arm like that.
That's what happens in NRS games because Hellboy has something called, I think it's the left hand of Doom or the right hand of Doom, but when he switches stances, it switches to the other hand because he needs to punch in that perspective now, and people were big mad about it. But regardless of if he has a limp arm or no arm, the problem persists.
It does. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's odd.
I'm one of the few people that like Kid Trunks and Goten shenanigans in the second Broly. I love Kid Trunks and Goten.
They're fun. And that's what Dragon Ball needs. It needs a dose of fun that is absent of the fight stuff. Or even within the fight stuff. Because Boo just going around wrecking shop and healing blind people, that's some good stuff there.
Aren't you scared of me? No. Okay, here's your eyes.
It was amazing because even though, yes, Gohan died in the history of Trunks because the androids are assholes, I still loved Gohan's character so much. So much so that whenever I saw Future Gohan in a game and I was maining Gohan, I would immediately switch to Future Gohan because I was like, Future Gohan is so slept upon. Even though he's...
Why do you like him so much?
Because he's strong.
But he's not.
He's really not. He's the strongest there, though. He's the main focus there. But he's not. Trunks is. I guess he's the Goku role in that we're focusing on someone or something else, but we know who the main dude is that's going to end up coming in for the final.
But in that case, he doesn't like Goku, but he likes Gohan. But he likes Gohan over Trunks in this aspect. He likes the mentor in this aspect and not the mentoree.
Yeah.
The mentee? Whatever.
Minty fresh.
That might not be a word. It might be a word. Mentor-E does not sound like a word. The trainee, the trainer, the trainee.
Okay.
But he doesn't like it when it's Gohan and Goku.
Master Jinx says, I would pay big money for some slice of life Dragon Ball.
Big money.
Some of the fillers in Super is good. The baseball stuff, people still talk about that. The dumb Arale stuff, I just like Arale. But I will always say this: the first 3/4 of Battle of Gods is some of my favorite stuff. It's amazing stuff with just dumb character stuff. But then they just start flying and fighting, and I'm going to sleep. Yo Son Goku, it's pretty good. It's just some party, and then some Frieza goons rock up.
The best part of Battle of Gods was before the fighting, where they're just chilling and having a party and playing around with Beerus.
And the best part of Battle of Gods is right before the fighting.
You just said
I
that
just said that.
I'm doing a lot of things! Okay? I'm sorry! I'm trying to give Hope points, and I'm doing a lot of things! I'm sorry! Just let me do me! Just stop!
If anybody in Dragon Ball can't fight, doesn't want to fight, or is garbage at fighting, they're automatically worthless in the eyes of Dragon Ball fans. Yeah, they but then there's still people that'll still rock with a Tien. People being excited for when he does stuff in the Tournament of Power. Same thing with Krillin. Dragon Ball fans they're a weird bunch that I just do not understand. Yeah, it was Everybody Dunks on Yamcha episode, but it was still good. It wasn't just that; it was also other stuff, fun stuff.
I don't know if I
like the Jujutsu Kaisen. Baseball stuff was the best stuff in Jujutsu Kaisen, since in a trend.
I hope I don't need the channel ID to give him points, because that would be stupid. I ain't got time for that. Hope just stick around and I'll get you some points.
So dope. He's such a good character. He was still the kind, gentle Gohan that we all know and love, but he was still out here giving people the smoke because he had to.
Pause. And
but
that's
what
the
he's
same
always
thing
done.
with Namek and Android Saga and Saiyan Saga. That's the same thing. Nothing's changed. He's just older and perceived to be stronger. Because that was the first time.
And it really is just a perception.
Because that was before Gohan turned Super Saiyan in the was it? I might just be talking right on my cheeks.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Let's just say that was the first time that we saw Super Saiyan Gohan. But I don't think that they would do that. It wouldn't make sense for them to show Super Saiyan Gohan like that. I'm gonna look it up.
It's so weird because even in our chat, I don't see Hope. The new Hope.
I made a mistake and typed in history of trucks. And I got a lovely article.
We're all gonna learn something today, people. History of trucks. Here we go.
It sucks.
History of trucks.
Can't do anything right. He goes Super Saiyan in episode. Can I get the episode, please?
Yes, Trunks, my favorite Dragon Ball character. We need Gohan to be a fighter, bruh. Are these fans even watching the series or even reading it? Yeah, they're watching it for the reason you should be watching it, and that's just a big punch. Can we just switch to learn about Trunks? That actually sounds fun. It does sound interesting to hear about the history of Trunks.
You don't want to hear about the history of Trunks.
You don't know that. You don't know what I want. I don't know what I want.
Can we please get an episode?
What are you looking for, dude?
The episode where Gohan goes Super Saiyan for the first time.
In Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
What about it?
Because I want to know if they show history of Trunks first or Super Saiyan Gohan first. And they're just not... Are we doing this? Thank you! Awakening! And... So that was in 1993. So, in the manga, he had already turned Super Saiyan, but in the anime, he had not. So it went manga, Future Trunks, and then Super Saiyan Gohan anime. Thank you. So I'm right and I'm wrong. Done. You hate history, PG.
I like learning about things that
Neo
are
Arcadia
still...
says, I thought future Gohan would be made fun of by today's standards. What's happening here?
Strength.
Strong. The perception of strength.
I don't want to learn about things that have come to pass that will have no bearing on anything I can potentially do now or tomorrow. Like the Gettysburg Address. What would knowing half of that mean to me? What does knowing the first 10 presidents do for me? The history of trucks is an interesting concept, and it might inform me about trucks if I ever get a truck someday.
The first truck in the world was designed by... Can you help me out with this? G-O-T-T...
Gottlieb Daimler?
G-O-T-T-L-I-E-B...
Hotlieb probably.
Dahmer looks like his last name. In 1896, one of the greatest talents of inventor and German engineering, Dahmer was finding new areas of applications for his engine. He created the motorcycle, then went on to the first motorized trolley car, and then motorized firefighting hose. My goodness.
Whoa,
what a hero. So yeah, it was by Dahmer. Not that Dahmer. No relation, potentially.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I don't want to slander Dahmer. Which one don't I want to slander? That's up to you to decide.
No, we know which one.
One of them was a great man.
Alright, yeah.
One of the brothers teach you more history than Ralph.
Future Gohan is fire, but let's stick with, Teen Gohan, As we see Teen Gohan grow up in the Android Saga and the Cell Saga, not really much of a change. I feel like the biggest change happened when he went into the hyperbolic time chamber with his father, and he learned Super Saiyan. That kind of to me is where it's Gohan.
That's an ability change, not a personality change, not a character change.
Just a strength boost.
That is just 50 times this Gohan previous. That's all that is. So if you're just going into your Android Saga, nothing changed until he went Super Saiyan. That's a lot of episodes. That's a lot of time where just nothing happens.
The truck inventor is the best shonen pro tag.
He got quite the story.
Who passed the torch to Gohan. Goku was basically telling Gohan, listen man, I'm not always going to be here. You saw how many times I died, fucking the whole Raditz situation. I almost died on Namek, like a lot of situations where I just died.
Yeah, so did Gohan. Almost died twice in Saiyan and Namek.
I almost had a heart attack, bro. My body is not ready for all this crazy shit. So I'm giving you Super Saiyan so that you can take care of the shit for me. That's what I thought the whole teaching him Super
T-Rex
Saiyan...
525 says, you guys think Totally Not Mark will cover that Dragon Ball fan animation?
I don't see how he couldn't.
Yeah, that's 100% he's gonna suck every ball imaginable there.
Let me check to see if he...
I wonder if he scrapped his this week to go, I had to talk about this.
Y'all, that's so lame. That thing is so lame. It's finally here. Watch and support this man. And he linked the animation. So he might do something like, oh, this is a great animation. Look at the frames. I had the chance to interview this person. Ugh.
Yeah, I tried to DM Just Stop for an interview. He has not gotten back to me.
That's fine.
Truck, the son of Trunks. Character growth is just getting 50 times stronger, I guess. Son Truck-Who. Without Truck Senpai, who would be there to send out Isekai Pro Tags to another world.
That. The biggest hero.
He had a heart attack because he was a stupid moron. How the fan animation looks pretty well made. It's well made. It's
but it's
very
just
well made.
Nonsensical.
Yeah. But that's Dragon Ball. It's there for the hype stuff. And that's what I care about.
And that's what it is. But people look at it and go, this is what Super should be. It's like, this is loosely based on Dragon Ball stuff. They can make whatever form they want. They can do whatever they want without any sort of consequences. So they just be like, Super Saiyan 8 Goku is actually Son Wukong, and then they fuse with it, and they can do whatever they want, leave it at that, and then move on. So you'd be like, this could be animated like this, but as far as the story goes, kill that noise.
Yeah, Neo is telling people about it. In fact, if somebody links it in chat, I'll pin it. So
Yeah,
other people can
Master, it's by Nas Pasha. Is there a better name on YouTube? Please say that there is. Agent Mystery Meat. I guess that's not too much better, but it's called Legend, a Dragon Ball tale. It's about 11 minutes. It's well animated and it's nonsensical. There's been so many people reacting to it. If that's what your deal is, you can go watch that.
Wasn't the hyperbolic time chamber. But after he learned Super Saiyan, after he fights Cell, after the most epic scene where he learned Super Saiyan 2, which by the way was amazing because that's when he finally tapped into the hidden potential they've been hinting at for the longest time.
No, he didn't.
Nope.
Because he still had hidden potential left over to get unlocked. And then even then that didn't work, so he has to go beast.
Naki Hollis says, I like Future Gohan, but why do Gohan fans act like the point of Future Gohan is that he's the worst timeline? Sorry if y'all read this was away and seen I forgot the...
Oh yeah, he forgot the exclamation point last time. Yeah, I have no clue.
The whole thing about Gohan is that's the world where he is forced to become a warrior. So
There's no other choice.
no
there.
matter what he wants to do or not, that's what he has to do. Goku, he wants to fight. This is all he ever wants to do. So
But that's what Gohan does now.
true. But that's Gohan. That's Goku's path. There is no path other than for Goku than for strength and to test himself. For Gohan,
Yes, there is. Stop being a bum and pick some corn for your family.
That's not fun.
He refuses to give up his wants for the needs of his family.
I mean, even that picking corn stuff is so stupid. Just go around the world and be a strong man.
A
Or get
carnival.
money that way. Go on TV, just like shoot me in the head and nothing's gonna happen. You'll be an attraction. Be some sort of a spokesperson. You won a tournament. People know you.
Yeah.
You saved the world from
What
Piccolo.
people say is one of the greatest tournaments.
Yeah, he had little moments where he tapped into it out of anger, but that's when he finally snapped.
Gohan
He snapped
constantly reaches a new full potential.
It's just like Vegeta constantly saying, I surpassed my limits.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so now it's a new limit, and now you surpass that, and it eventually just means nothing.
I remember the Goku taco restaurant from the large drip stream.
completely and went Super Saiyan 2,
Taku.
and you saw what Gohan was really about if he just let go. But anyways, after all that shit happened, it's like they completely forgot about the whole passing the torch ideology. They forgot about the symbolism of him teaching him Super Saiyan, and they just made Goku
Symbolism? There was nothing symbolic. Yo, we need
Neo
you to get
Arcadia
strong.
says, some people to just animate their own thing instead of making fan tributes more often than not. Yeah, Legend is well made, but damn, it would be cool if it was something else disassociated.
That's what a lot of fan games do. They'll create a game like the original Daymare was a Resident Evil 2 remake, and they were like, nah, cease and desist, so they changed the assets and just made it an original game. Yeah, that's what a lot of fan games
But
do.
the only issue is a lot of people wouldn't get eyes on it if it wasn't
Oh,
a Dragon
absolutely
Ball
not.
thing. So you get your eyes on your YouTube, on your Twitter or whatever, and then you go off to your original thing. But then you just first need those eyes, because if it was just two well-made characters just fighting and stuff, people be like, yeah, that's good, but it wouldn't be spread around like it was because it's got the Dragon Ball name.
Imagine the SpongeBob anime, and it was just original characters. How many people would actually care about the intro and the episode itself compared to that? Yeah, Nintendo hates fan games. Xenoverse 2 is trash.
I played it for a little bit, and that's what I feel as well.
the main character again, you know, because like after the Cell Saga, right, after Gohan went Super Saiyan 2, after we were all wowed and saw how amazing an anime Dragon Ball Z could be if they just made Gohan the main character, you know, we get to the Buu Saga, we see Gohan in school, which I thought was nice. You know, it was cool seeing Gohan as a regular character, as a regular human being, not out here fighting people. It was nice seeing him happy. He got a girlfriend, he was a great Saiyan man, he could be a hero because of the whole Ginyu Force thing.
Please talk about his personality.
No, thanks.
Because that's what that whole thing was. He's a nervous little dork of a kid.
What's up, random dude? Yeah, it's still on cooldown. We're almost done with this video, and cooldown goes away when we just do the Q&A.
One of the best things was when Videl caught Gohan. Where he goes, "Hey Gohan, how'd you get away from school that day?" And he's dressed up as Great Sam, and he was like, "Oh, I just snuck away when I was in the bathroom." Oh shit!
Just ripping off the band-aid like, I know! Can we just please?
Can we just stop this? So yeah, stuff like that. It's the personality stuff is the good stuff. You're just going, yeah, it's good seeing him as a character. Because that's what he is in this. He's a character. We don't have the looming threat of a big person going, I'm going to destroy the world. So we see who he is in between those moments. And that's where the good stuff is. That's where Gohan is solidified as a character. Instead of just a nice young man who gets done when he needs to. Now he is a dork of a dude who has problems with women. He has problems with misunderstanding situations. He thinks lame stuff is cool. He still wants to help people, but he doesn't see the necessity in training. That's a lot more than I could say about a teen Gohan.
He was happy. He was having a good time, and seeing Gohan happy makes me happy. So
you're clearly not. Clearly you're a lying piece of You don't want Gohan to be happy. You want Gohan to be strong.
But when he's strong, he's happy. Xenoverse did get a new DLC. It got GT Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Stein. Please clap and give us money.
Master Jinx says, I like it when my characters are characters.
It's always the best part. And
no, but fight avatars.
No. What was future Gohan?
Fight avatar.
Fight avatar. Angry man, calm man, nice guy.
after all that shit happened, Goku returns, Babbidi's acting all crazy saying, hey, guess what, I'm gonna revive Majin Buu. Vegeta goes batshit crazy and goes evil. Him and Goku have their crazy grudge match, which I did love. But while all that shit was happening, it's like Gohan just became irrelevant. And before people get mad at me and say, oh, don't you, but what about Mystic Form? Yeah, Mystic Form happened, but Mystic Form I feel like was meant to take care of the big baddie, which is Buu at the time. And he didn't do it because he got too cocky, and then he just kind of became irrelevant again when Goku and Vegeta.
Okay, so you said he became irrelevant while they were fighting and stuff. He was the person trying to get Buu out of there. The big Kamehameha.
What does he feel relevance means? Because Gohan can't be relevant when he's dead. Because right after this, he dies.
And he's presumed dead for quite some time when Buu knocks him out.
And you don't have to be the strongest to be
relevant. Because
Hercule was relevant. He saved the planet with his voice.
And a lot of the stuff was focused around Gohan sitting there and waiting to get his power up. We saw a lot of that, so it was relevant. We have to sit there and go, what happens once he gets that power up? Gotenks is struggling. They got a time limit, but once Gohan unlocks all this stuff, will he even be strong enough to beat Buu? Will they have to team up? Will they have to fuse? We don't know. But he was relevant in that moment. So you can't say that he wasn't.
Vegeta got back into the picture. Because at the end of the day, who beat the big baddie? Fucking Goku.
This is another one of these. Luffy keeps beating the main villain. It bad. Why is it so bad that the main character meets the bad?
Says, I find it funny the fraud was the one to save everyone.
Is this such a great moment? Because everybody, you got Vegeta just being a piece of yelling, man, like, oh, he sounds angry. I'm not giving it up to him. You got Goku like, oh, that's nice, and people recognizing his voice and go, oh, that's cool. And you get to see all the people he had on the journey in Dragon Ball, and it truly feels like an end of everybody helping him. And then you got Hercule just going, what are y'all doing? It's the champ. It's the champ here. Put your arms up
so I can beat Buu.
Oh, that's Hercule. That's bad it up.
Some good stuff there.
What was I talking about before?
This is the Luffy thing.
Where it's just the main character. Why is it such a bad thing that the main character beats the main bad of an arc or a story, as opposed to the secondary character or a thirdary character? What is the issue there?
Because people see if they're not doing that, then they're not really doing anything. Zoro is beating a Kaku, but Luffy could beat Kaku, so why even have Zoro fight Kaku? Bad example. But Jabra.
Okay.
So why even
Could he?
Sure. He doesn't have any sort of swords or anything.
He has teeth. He has the finger gun.
He is pretty sharp. Kumadori.
Sure.
So why even have Chopper fight Kumadori? So if Luffy could just one-shot him.
He couldn't one-shot him.
If Luffy could do a lot better than him in a lot quicker time.
Because it will wear him out for when he needs to face the guy that he actually needs to face.
This is what people say. This is the argument of the number one guy being beaten by the main character.
Zoro defeated Hody in Fishman Island.
Easy.
Pieced them up.
Have.
Again, like, they only made Gohan beat one big bad guy. That was Cell. Outside of that, who beat Frieza? Goku. And then
Why are you mad about this?
Who dealt the final blow to Vegeta? Gohan. Crushed him when he was a monkey. Are we forgetting that? That was a team effort. Even if you go, yeah, it wasn't exactly Gohan. He was still integral in that fight. Same thing with Raditz. Wasn't with Frieza. Definitely was with Cell.
And you can't say Goku beat Boo. Basically, the universe beat Boo.
And even if you do say Goku beat Boo, Goku beat Boo. Goku beat Frieza. So he's got one up on Gohan in solo battles. Because he didn't beat Raditz. He didn't beat Vegeta.
Who beat Tien? No one. He won. Correction, Trunks defeated Frieza along with King Cole. Yeah, if you want to even go that far of the final blow to these characters, we've got essentially one for Goku, and that's Boo, if you even want to count that one.
who beat Boo? Goku. Like, bro.
No, he did not beat Boo.
He beat Boo with the help of billions of other people. It wasn't a big Kamehameha that put Boo down. It was a technique that he learned. And it was through the help of Vegeta holding him off, Boo holding him off, Hercule getting the energy from the people. This is a team effort. But this is just Goku holding up his arms and pushing it.
Gohan fans' failure to understand that Gohan was never the main character is facepalm worthy.
But they wanted him to be because they perceived that that's where Toriyama was going and he didn't follow through with it. So because he didn't follow through with it, they're slighted because they're robbed of the potential of a main character Gohan.
Oh, stop feeding Goku so many W's and give Gohan some W's. Son.
Master Jinx says, "Where is my Yamcha versus Brawly?"
Yeah, let's see that. Mr. Satan beat Boo. That spirit bomb would not exist without Mr. Satan. He said give Gohan some W's. You named 3 characters Goku beat and 1 for Gohan. That's not that many more W's in the books.
No, it's really not.
Let Gohan take some W's. Let us see Gohan grow some more. Why did you just stunt his
Pause.
growth?
Let Gohan get some W's. Let's see Gohan grow some more.
In
Why did you
strength.
stunt his growth?
His growth as what, a character?
As what, a character or
a
as
fight
a number?
A number. Let's see the progression of his strength because that's what matters.
Because you're irrelevant if you're not strong. And if you're not fighting, what are you? Gohan doesn't have a particular set of skills like Bulma. He's not super smart like that. All he has is fighting. So if he's not fighting, he's not doing anything. And if he's not strong, he's not going to be fighting the top upper echelon guys like a Frieza, like the Tournament of Power people. He's just going to be over here fighting these lower level people when people don't want that. People want him to be like, leave Jiren to me. They want that meme. They want that in reality.
Like, GT, I don't like mentioning GT because fuck GT, but for the people that do like GT, I will mention GT. In GT, Gohan was basically a stay-at-home dad. All Gohan really...
Good.
What's the problem?
What's the problem? He was happy, right?
It's what
and
he
if
wanted.
he's happy, you're happy, right?
It's the closure of his character arc. He got a family. He's happy. He's got a job. He's got employment. He doesn't have to be out here vegetable farming like Goku. He's got a good paying job. Is he not sending money back home to his parents? Or his parents too proud to accept the money?
Hey, They live with the richest people on the. I'm best friends with the richest people. The Vegeta's is like, we'll give you one of our boats. We have too many boats, and it's a legit yacht that's got like 7 floors on it. And he's like, we'll just give you one of them. Bulma was mad not because I gave away the boat, but because I gave away the boat without asking her.
I just want to know when you give away the boat.
Hey, thing.
JJ Oscar says, SSJ2 Gohan fanboy confirm.
Oh, 1 trillion%.
No
it's
issues.
not even a question.
No issues here. That's what this is.
In the moral arc, the androids go, yo, they're giving us like, Bulma's giving us like 20 million a fight.
Easy. No problem. Doesn't Ox King have a castle?
Yeah, but his fortune waned, and that's why Chi-Chi's not getting money anymore.
How does it wane? What does he do? Why did he...
Bruh, why are you asking questions about the lore of Dragon Ball? Just accept what they just said. His money's gone.
It's gone. Shut up.
No further explanation needed.
Dang, did you hear me? It's gone. But where did it go? It ain't here. What does it do for you to learn this information, motherfucker? Shut up.
It's crazy that both Mr. Satan and Bulma's families are mega rich, and they're struggling in a little hut farming for corn.
Does Krillin have to be a police officer, or does
No,
he want to?
That's a want.
Okay, so is he just bored? Does he just want something to do? Why does he have that? Why does he have that farmer job?
What is the Krillin household doing where they're getting millions of ziti, and it's just like 6 years later, we ain't got nothing.
It's gone. And why do you have to worry about it when you know Hercule, and Hercule is one of the richest moms on the planet, and he knows that he's indebted to all of y'all. So just easily rock up to him a meal a year. It's nothing to him. A meal of equivalent currency to what R is. Because a meal could be like 10,000 in there. Well, it doesn't matter. But a meal doesn't mean anything to him.
A meal ends in.
You're set forever. We're done here.
No, 18 does not work as far as we know. Oh, what is 17 doing to provide for his family? I know he's a
Neo Arcadia
ranger,
says,
but is that...
Chi-Chi legit wants to pull herself up by her bootstraps. Gohan seemingly makes enough money to pay for and move his mother and brother into the city theoretically.
No. No, we're not doing that.
But he just doesn't for some reason.
Did was just kind of do his scholarly thing, be a good husband to Videl, and take care of Pan when he had to. Gohan was completely irrelevant, and then
He really just wants Gohan to be front and center on a poster against the big bad. Who gives a about what he is as a character, what he's doing for his family? Where is a punch?
He's accomplished what many of us want to accomplish in life. Happiness, a family,
Steady
good
paying job.
But no, that's not enough. Put your dukes up.
in Super, Gohan didn't become relevant to the Tournament of Power. But he did it, like, he led the team perfectly in the actual in the anime and shit. He put in a lot of...
He led the team dude,
You didn't watch the thing.
He is nut gobbling Gohan. This is not what happened.
He didn't watch the show. He goes, all right, everybody, circle up. And then Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza just fly off. He goes, oh, man, I said to do the thing. Krillin is, in fact, one of the best characters. Not the best character, but he's a good husband. Him sacrificing himself in GT was amazing. That last fight that he had with Goku was amazing.
Yes, but one thing that was really cool in the manga was that he fought Kefla to a standstill. Yes, people, Kefla.
Pause.
That's so
This
stupid.
fighting stuff is outrageous. Yeah, he led them perfectly in the anime.
Videos in the community frowned and said, "We hereby dub you Dritz the Drag Down."
Shino took all of Asuke's money.
What a hero. He's the greatest. Can't be over in Chunin, though. Kill that noise. Forever Chunin.
How is he a Chunin?
How? How is he not a special Jonin? His daddy was going on missions with Minato. Secret mission.
How's he not an Anbu like King Anbu?
Look out for them Aburame. They put boots to necks. they will kill you.
They're the Kizarus of the league.
You see them?
You want me to go over there? Yo, he's absorbing all the energy on the war. You need us too.
Kakarot rocks up just like, yeah, it's time to fight. It's like, oh, I've already put a bug on you. It's been sapping your chakra. You can't do anything this whole time. And he just lays there. So he could have just gingerly walked up, pulled out a single in kunai, sliced the neck, and moved on. That's no chakra expended for Shino. He's still fresh as a daisy. Rock up and put the boot to Ngata. He's the hero of this story. He's the Gohan of this story.
Dude.
He's the secret hero over there. Just like, give him a chance and he will wreck shop. But they don't want to do that because the story would be over.
The sand is legit mixed with chakra. Just
It's
eat that
over.
and it's just
It's
on the
over.
ground. It's just like, what are you going to do now?
Leo Luster says, a hick hillbilly like the Sun family is happy being bumpkins in some bamboo thicket.
Absolutely. They like foraging for their, I guess. Kiki got to go into town once a month for groceries, and then she just comes back. And they're happy.
Turn, I know that movie wasn't canon. That's all the information we got on his daddy. All right? I got to take what I can get.
Used version of Khalifa and Kale that went against Ultra Instinct Goku.
Pause.
Yes.
Are they the same strength in the anime or manga? You need to quantify that. What did they do to show you that he is Ultra Instinct, that she is Ultra Instinct level in the manga? Almost nothing. So you just have to assume that they're just too few strong people, which is what they are.
Shino going to fight Moon Mama. I already beat you 8 years ago.
Oh, it's over. I knew you was here the whole time. It just took a while to get all your chakra, but I got it.
Do you truly think I don't have bugs on the moon?
That was step one, right? As soon as I learned about the moon, I was like, all right, the moon, in Orion, get a couple on that star.
Yeah, I see y'all over there plotting.
Yeah, they're gonna be over here in a couple years, Naruto. Don't even worry about it. They'll be dead before they even arrive.
Naruto, do you think this is the first threat like this? Bruh, we've been taking them out for years.
Agarames have been handling this for years. Hey, check this out. I'm gonna just go away for a year, see what happens. And Konoha is raised to the ground. Sakura's not screaming Naruto. She's screaming Shino.
Gohan fought her to a standstill and caused a double elimination. It's cool that Goku and Gohan did.
But is that relevant? Because who took out the big bad in there?
Yeah. He just got a good fight. That's all that was. Goku could have taken her out. But Gohan just did. What does that do for Gohan other than going, wow, he's so strong. He is on a perceived Ultra Instincts level.
Like to do a cool father-son Kamehameha wave in the Tournament of Power and all that shit and beat a bunch of bad guys. But that one scene right there, I was like, Gohan is back, baby. However, with where the manga's going, Gohan has not been seen at all, and I don't think Gohan's ever going to be seen. I think Gohan...
It's simply just not. It's not the story that's happening. He would have to.
It's not
receive God Key or what, or just get a form that is beast that makes him strong.
Dutch says, we need cool fight, not well-written character scene, like Goku meeting his dead grandpa.
Yeah.
Did Goku fight his grandpa? Because if not, it's irrelevant.
There was a really good scene while he was waiting for Frieza to get revived, where he's just doing like image training.
Yeah.
And somebody matched it up, and he's doing the exact fight that he did with Grandpa Gohan in that tournament, in the Baba tournament.
Wow,
the
that's
fights
interesting.
and stuck and kicks and stuff. I was like, that's a really good thing that they did. And it's not like you see flashes of it. No, somebody was just knowledgeable enough to just match it up, and it matches up almost perfectly. So that's what he was doing. That stuff is good. More of that and
Please.
less of just, oh, look at him sliding across the beam to do a Kamehameha in Kefla's face.
Hey, how does that work?
What is is it physical? Is it plasma?
Properties
Is it
of that? Who cares? It's cool.
It's cool.
He's riding the air currents from the blast to... Okay, thank you.
Gohan is still training with Piccolo right now, but I feel like they're done with him, and it just kills me inside because Gohan has so much potential. He was such a dope...
Pause.
So much potential to be strong.
I would love to ask him, what is the perfect Gohan story for him? What would be the perfect thing for Gohan to do in this next arc? And he would be like, oh, get a new form, transform, beat the main bad guy. Because that's all he wants.
Yeah.
That's all this is. Make character do strong, big thing. Like he
Clap.
did in Super Saiyan 2.
Oh, I forgot. For anybody that has better Twitch TV, our emotes are working. It just doesn't work through our studio, so it looks weird sometimes. But yeah, you can go through your settings and you can see the emotes we have so far.
Character, just seeing him grow up. Like, we grew up with Gohan. Notice 90s babies who watched Dragon Ball Z on Toonami just like I did. We literally grew up with Gohan.
That is irrelevant. I do not care.
I don't care.
I care about teenage Gohan, the 17-year-old high school Gohan.
Yep.
That's what I care about. I don't care about
Being a
growing
The
up.
little
almighty
idiot
View
like
Hansen
walk.
says he wants to have a rehashed edgy Gohan arc that totally not Mark made.
That's probably what he wants.
Yeah.
Just some refined, stoic,
Super
badass
cool, awesome.
Gohan.
And that's all this is. Not character development. Not just moments where he's sitting down quietly eating ice cream with Trunks, and Trunks is just going through all of his mind of, oh, the future is gone, it's history. But then looking at Gohan like, this Gohan is chilling. Gohan is cool. I would like this. None of that. Big
with
strong.
our soul. Every time Gohan went through shit, we went through shit. The Cell Saga...
I didn't go through anything. I don't know the sting of getting my neck broken.
Nope.
That's just something that happened. I was worried about Krillin. I don't care. Don't put this on me. I didn't do that.
I was scared with Gohan. When Goku was like, yo, Gohan, come take care of Cell. I was like, really, Pops? Like, I was Gohan. Like, come on, son. We grew up with Gohan. So seeing Akira Toriyama literally shit on his potential.
On him by not having him fight Big Bad.
Big strong.
That's how he's on him. Not that he's a happy family man. That's not what he's being on, because he's not punching Supercell.
When Goku was doing the spirit bomb against Boo, Gohan just didn't instantly learn instant transmission and come over and start Kamehameha and Boo to kill him before Goku could.
Boo!
Just kills me inside. And I feel like I'm getting to the point that I was at the in the Rock Lee video, but it just gets me angry, guys. It just gets me angry when good anime.
Rock Lee is way worse than anything. Gohan had his moment.
He's happy. And
He's happy.
He's gotten
He's got big victories. Rock Lee is dubless. He ain't got nothing.
Nothing to his name. Don't even know the mother's wife.
Just spawned a kid. Show don't care enough to say, this is his wife. This is his home life. This is his clan. This is how he's handling his return to being a ninja. This is how he handles the stigma of not being able to use ninjutsu. No, he's just over there. Rock Lee is way worse. You got a future Gohan who you perceive to be strong and cool and awesome. We just got a Rock Lee over there. And he's strong. Is he a Jonin? I don't think he is.
No, definitely not. 100. If Shino's not a Jonin, don't even look this up. You're wasting your time.
I looked up all the Jonin of Konoha 11 a while ago, and I do not believe that Rock Lee was one of them. I know Sakura was.
Potential. All of the potential in the world wouldn't matter if the character was never allowed to expand or use said potential. Yeah, I've come to hate the word potential a lot.
He is a Jonin.
How?
It just says in Gaiden though, so it's a.
I don't. How?
We don't know the applications for becoming
He
a Jonin.
can't match them.
I heard conflicting reports. I heard that it is through a recommendation system.
Who's recommending him?
Guy.
I would not listen to him.
I heard that it is also through a test of some kind.
How is he passing it?
Who would not recommend Shino? How do you not recommend him? Legitimately.
How does Shino not pass the test? It just has to be he doesn't want to.
It's just for some reason. He wants to be a teacher. Why? We don't know Shino enough to just know why he wants to be a teacher. It's probably in the anime. It's probably got some dumb side story that I would love to see. That I'll probably see. That I'm going to look up after this to watch.
Meme, you can, next to Top Chat Live Chat, you can go over to the 3 dots and you'll see better Twitch TV settings. Or you could just type, I think you could just bring up the emotes.
Dutch
and it'll
says,
show them.
Krylin has the best life. He got wife that doesn't age a child and a job he loves.
Yep.
He legit got a supermodel wife.
Strong supermodel wife. Doesn't age.
That legit just loves him to death. Just thinks he's the coolest thing ever.
Yep. Kid. Job.
Marin's well adjusted.
His friend. He still got friends and stuff. Didn't have any kind of falling out with anybody.
Meme, let me know if you can see this. That will tell me if you have better Twitch TV activated or not.
Rock Lee was a disabled ninja. Put hands on a Saiyan manipulator who was also a Jinchuriki. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did that. But he still lost.
He got an L.
He got that L. He had to break his bones and tear his muscles to get. He would have won.
When? Where?
He could have won
if it was a few years later and Gara was the exact same
as a kid.
He could have won.
Anime characters are forgotten because, like, I'm pretty sure after seeing this video,
then you may not
after
have
this
it
whole
yet.
thing, if you made it this far, thank you so much. You agree with me that Gohan had a lot of potential. And think about how great of an anime Dragon Ball Z could have been if Gohan was actually the protagonist. If Akira Toriyama actually
Hold on,
followed
what changed?
The story would have to be dramatically different.
So you don't know
and
how-
would the story be dramatically better? We don't know because we don't know what that story would have been.
You're just going to make the best story possible in your mind to be like, this is what it could be. This great story. But what if it doesn't? What if somebody has an equal interpretation of what happens when Gohan is the hero?
I mean, when we're done here, I'll do a quick show it before we get into Q&A.
about making Gohan the protagonist of Dragon Ball Z and actually follow through with it, imagine how good of an anime that would have been.
We don't know, because the story is what matters, not who gets the last big punch. If the story was the exact same, but you substituted Gohan for Goku, would it be a better story?
It wouldn't be possible because he can't do the spirit bomb.
Because instead of seeing Goku solve all the problems and then seeing Gohan grow on the sidelines, it would be Gohan solving all the problems and then Gohan also growing on the front lines though. And yes, Goku and...
Growing power.
Growing power.
Sawatami Girl is amazing.
It's really, really good. It's real, real good.
Even though I don't think it translates to Sawatami Girl. I think it's Sawatami Senshu, and Senshu is not girl. And that's just the...
Hey, shut up.
Goku and Vegeta and the rest of the Z Warriors can still be relevant.
Good, man. You're good there.
Utilize them more. You don't have to take Goku away. Just make Gohan the main character. That's it.
Pause. Okay, so why not do this argument in the reverse? Have Goku be there, but
Blaze
still
Rider
have
says,
Gohan be relevant.
I remember a video saying the reason Dragon Ball Z is so great is because of how inconsistent it is.
Where's that video?
If you got that video, would you please kindly send it our way?
Please.
For investigation and possibly mockery.
Gohan as Great Saiyan Man was good, and him enjoying stuff as his life was good, but Toriyama had to punch Man because of Cells. He did address he wanted to do more.
Yeah. And he should have done it. He should have been secure enough to just go,
Yo, I made Dragon Ball, you jamokes.
I'm still making Dragon Ball.
Let me do me.
I did, y'all. I did the androids, the old man androids. Y'all didn't like that. I did the cool young androids. Y'all didn't like that. I did Cell. Y'all didn't like that. I did Form 2 Cell. Y'all didn't like that. Can I do something I like?
Oh, no?
I got y'all.
That's it. Gohan, son. Gohan. Well, that is it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As I said before, continue the conversation in the comments. Let me know what you think. Did you like Gohan? Do you feel like Toriyama did Gohan dirty just like I did? Do you feel like
Secret Gohan synopsis videos? How did this happen?
At least this one is front and center, as opposed to the sideline. Yeah, this is an 8.
Yeah, it's about an 8.
All right, there you go. 8 it up. Who's 8 gang? 8 gang. Wow, there's 2 8 gangs. All right, good for y'all. Yeah, that was trash.
Somebody says Goten also falls under the category of wasted potential. But you're not talking about that.
I mean, but what's his wasted potential? Like, all this wasted potential because they're not the strongest, biggest, baddest? What now?
The thing that hurts my soul about Gohan is that when he unlocked Super Saiyan 2, Gohan proved that he was not only stronger than everybody else, but smarter than everybody else too. Although Vegeta realized that there was a level beyond, he didn't know how to achieve it without losing his speed. Trunks didn't realize that the speed loss was a problem. Gohan saw this and figured out a way to maintain both. That's not what happened. Gohan represented the idea that brains could be useful to be a good fighter. I'm so pissed at what they did to Gohan. That's not what happened.
Wow, they're legit just crafting a story in their mind.
So when he turned Super Saiyan 2, he was like, I need to mix power and speed. Or did something just happen and he got stronger and faster?
Yes, Sawatami Girl is what you're looking for.
Neo Arcadia says,
My goodness.
I know this vid is old by 2 years, but aren't people like this happy that Gohan is the strongest again?
Oh,
he
How are
has
they
to
still
be.
not happy?
How are you still not happy?
He has to be happy. This is what he wanted.
I don't think they're going to be happy until they see that Gohan is standing next to Goku and doing what Goku cannot do.
But that's not the story that Dragon Ball is. There's not much that Gohan can do that Gohan can't do. There are things that Goku can do that Gohan factually cannot do. But there's nothing that Gohan like. Okay, now I can, like Piccolo. He can be like, okay, there's something blocking the path. I can do stretchy arm and get the thing.
Yeah,
he can do stretchy arm. That's something that he can do solo by himself. That's fine. That's over there. But there's nothing that Gohan can do that Goku can't do other than just getting stronger than him.
Yeah, Better Twitch TV is just the emote thing. It allows us to do a bunch of custom gifts and emotes for essentially free. Like, people ask for this stupid gif of us, of DA falling and our hands over our mouths. Yeah, we can just do that now. Without wasting our member slot. Like I said, this is going to be free emotes for our channel without having to go through debt. Anything going through debt, we're going to make for channel members. Like Sad DA and all of that stuff.
So we had homework, but I forgot that we had homework and I didn't send it to you and I didn't do it myself.
Okay, cool. I still haven't done my original homework.
You need to do your original homework.
Yep.
My alarm just goes off when it wants to and I'm pissed about it. What was it?
Yeah, this is just to show what it looks like.
Top 10 TV shows and Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters from each series, which would have been relevant considering the mangaka's passing, but I suck.
That's fair.
Naki Hollis says, I feel bad for Toriyama. The man is in his 70th and people want more for him. I just want he to retire and be happy.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with just letting Toriyama go off into the sunset, giving his blessings to Toyotaro and gets going, this dude is the next dude. Follow his orders, follow his instructions.
They've already proven. They don't want the Gohan. They want Goku.
Ah, you right. You right.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah, Toei is just like, nah, we don't want the successor. We want the original dude. So just work. And he's just so absent-minded or forgetful or just not noticing that he just goes, Dragon Ball Super, I didn't know it was called that. Cool. This is the guy that we want writing. This is the guy we want to take story from. Where it's just going to end with Goku gets new form, Vegeta lays face down in the dirt, Goku beat main villain, rinse, repeat. So it's just gonna be a whole new form next arc. Ultra Instinct Sign is that's his form now. Now he's gonna combine it with other things. So we're gonna get Super Saiyan 3 Ultra Instinct Sign and stuff like that. And he's gonna be trying to perfect that and master it. And then one day, I can't wait for the day where he's training with Whis. And then he gets a punch on Whis. Not a full punch, but just like one of those, just like it grazes his cheek. And Whis just looks at it and just goes, "You're learning." And people's gonna jizz. And the jizz will gonna flow. Cause he's gonna be learning and getting stronger. And Vegeta's gonna be like, Kakarot. And it's gonna keep going until all of us are dead.
Configuration updated successfully. Chris the Chilled says, "Rip Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh!"
Yeah, it's crazy. 60, snorkeling.
Such a weird
Such an odd way. Just chilling. He doesn't, as far as I see, he doesn't have any scandals or anything. He just seems like just a dude on his own. And just seeing the outpour of support is just like, man, Yu-Gi-Oh! Meant a lot to people. Yeah, this is rough stuff.
It's hard to rant about Xenoverse because we don't play it enough.
Yeah, I played it a couple matches and I'm like, oh, this is very much like the first one, which I didn't particularly like. Stephanie Young was the villain, and I loves me some Stephanie Young. But yeah, I don't like Dragon Ball. What am I playing the Dragon Ball game for?
You guys said you have some problems with Wano. What exactly are they? These are spoilers for Wano. If you're not completely caught up in the manga, you could just go. I don't like the way Nika was introduced. I don't like that some of the scabbards survived when they should have died.
I definitely feel like it should have been all or none. Because just random ones.
I don't even mind all or none. I mind that it is so, you are dead. Oh, wait, no, you're not. But they are actually dead. That's what I don't like. You presented a big death on screen, reversed it, and then presented big deaths off screen.
Yes.
I hated it. So Nika, the Scabbards thing, there was a lot of waffling in the later chapters because I feel like Oda wanted to hit that 10-year mark of when they started the Alliance versus Kaido going down. So there's like 4 or 5 chapters where we're just kind of catching up on what everyone's doing, but they're essentially doing what they were doing the previous chapters. And it's very slow paced and it's very irritating.
Most of the problems that I have is the raid on Onigashima. Not really like stuff before that. I think a lot of that stuff is good.
I agree. The amnesia thing, I don't care. Yeah. I liked it. Oh, TTS is the cooldown is completely down for globally users is 30 seconds. So you gotta wait 30 seconds if you try to send back-to-back messages. But so Hope can send one, Alfonso can send one, Jay can send one back-to-back, that's fine. But Hope can't send 2 in a row. They gotta wait 30 seconds. Probably gonna watch the first 3 series of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's very good. I'm probably gonna read the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga again because I love that manga. Did you start Persona yet? No, because we're probably gonna do the Sailor Moon one since it's shorter, and then we'll discuss when we want to start doing the Persona stuff. I will die when Goku gets Ultra Instinct Angel Saiyan Rage form.
Dragon Ball Heroes just got an Angel Goku, and people love it.
Why wouldn't you? We just got a Marvel crossover too. Yeah. They're going to keep Toriyama alive inside the computer to keep Dragon Ball going. I wonder if Toriyama's going to die.
And they're just not even announce it.
Yeah. It's just like
nope,
he's still here. He's
private
still doing
funeral
stuff
for his family. And just like, nope, Toriyama's still alive. He's just a very private individual.
Yeah.
The year is 2130. Shouldn't he be? You would think, but he still got... It's his ideas that's keeping him going.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. Yeah. The video's done. We're just doing questions right now. We had homework, but we were not paying attention to it. His alarm didn't go off. So, what can you do?
I have an alarm that goes off every Friday that's just like homework, y'all. But then it just doesn't sometimes. But I'll certainly get that Lincoln dollar sign.
Why did y'all like Haru from Persona 5 so much? I couldn't do her confidant. I didn't have enough kindness.
Well, if you did her in Confidant, maybe you see why we liked her.
Haru is the only person where if you turn her down, it's awful.
Terrible.
She's just like, oh, I was foolish to think that you would like me or something. I need to be alone. And it's not just like yeah, we're friends. It's like, no, I wanted this thing and it's not happening and I'm sad about it. And you gotta live with it. How about you actually play the Haru? Even the first instance of Haru just being the beauty thief was fantastic.
Yeah. Even her after her dad dying and sending a text going, how are you guys doing? It's like, yo, daddy just died. How are you doing, Haru? She's too nice. She's too good. Oh, you missed some stuff up top.
Where we at? Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. Persona, them just going Izo and I should have died. Law, moving on. Also, Luffy just sitting in the air for 3 chapters, going, "I'm about to do it."
Here it come.
Yeah,
Here it come.
That was that 10-year thing. Oh yeah, if you guys play Persona 3 at any point, play FES and use a control party member mod. It is the preferred experience. That's probably the way to go.
Yeah. But when Izo died, it was just like, oh, he dead. And it was like, and I had to go back like, wait, when did he die? Oh, it was against the CP0 dude, and he just fell over, and
Alfonso
I thought he would just
Rodriguez
pass
says,
out.
Have you seen The Shawshank Redemption? It really good movie.
I have never seen Shawshank Redemption. There's a bunch of classics where it's just like everyone that enjoys film should have seen this, and I have seen maybe 4% of them.
I had a film class where we watched a bunch of classic films, and that was one of the ones that we watched, and I really liked it.
Okay, there you go.
It was, I'm like, hey, some things deserve to be a classic. This is standing the test of time.
I'm telling y'all.
I think that was one of the ones that Stephen King hated as well of his adaptation. And Stephen King, he can go suck a lemon. That man don't know what he talking about.
He hated The Shining.
He hated The Shining.
The Shining was incredible.
He did his own TV series version, and it flopped.
Yeah, you guys would be shocked at the lack of classic movies I've seen. You guys are doing a Sailor Moon
Dutch
video?
says, I only watched Lord of the Rings 1. Am I bad person?
I've never seen a single Lord
Never
of the
seen
Rings.
a single Lord of the Rings.
So
Don't care to.
hey, you're better than us, if anything.
Yeah, for viewer request 1.5, someone requested a Nostalgia Critic Sailor Moon video. So we're going to be doing that. We just got to rewatch the Sailor Moon that he's talking about to do it.
The only issue about Lord of the Rings is I just never had the motivation in it.
Never.
I hear that it's good. I hear it's one of the
It's
greatest
always
things
people
of all
going,
time.
you Harry Potter kids, it's grown up Harry Potter. It's just like, I've never had a interest in quote unquote fantasy. And when I mean fantasy, I mean like medieval fantasy stuff, because that's what people ascribe to the word fantasy. And I've just never had an interest in them walking around with wizards and horses just going to the Great Sauron or what. I just never
Somebody's
had.
going to type out as we speak. It's not just that. It's about friendship and brotherhood and this
It's
guy
about my balls.
That's not what it's
Many
about.
videos in the community frowned and said, well, hereby W Dritz the drag down.
I'm out, guys. Gohan fans are a living paradox. I've stated a One Piece fanfic. I've started a One Piece fanfic. Still working on the story. Don't worry. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Like I said, always send it to us in promotions.
And we'll be glad to read it.
Thanks for the super chat. Where are we at? Can we talk about Persona 1 and 2 at sometime in the future? They need some love as well. I love Persona 2. I don't think I only played Innocent Sin, but I loved it.
Playing Yakuza 0. It's one of my favorite stories in video games, legitimately. It's half of my favorite stories in video games because it's split between Majima and Kiryu.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiryu's side, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's not fine. I would say that it's good to really good.
Okay.
But the Majima side is amazing. And then
Oh yeah, he loves it.
close that circle. That circle's closed. No. If you zoom in a little bit, you gotta pinch zoom just a little bit. It's a little bit missing. And we're gonna get to that. Don't you worry. I didn't need it. but I needed exclusively this. I never need... Dude, they did something where I'm like, Majima might be on Ichiban's level.
Whoa!
It was absolutely crazy.
In Yakuza 0?
From Yakuza 0 to Yakuza 2.
Okay.
And I was just like, this dude is...
Now, here's what I
crazy.
always have a problem with when I'm going back to revisit old video games that are series and they have prequels and stuff. Do you play in the prequel order of
Yeah,
0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Or do you play in the order of release 1, 2, 3,
I think
prequel?
that I think it would have been better if I played in the release order, because there are definitely moments of this is a thing that is
You do not understand.
Because there's this dude just rocks up and just goes, "Hey, my name is this," and then both Kiryu and
Majima.
Majima see him and they just go, "I'm never gonna see that guy again." And it's just sort of like, that's clearly a guy that I'm supposed to know, and I'm supposed to be like,
I'm supposed to
that's
clap
that
for.
guy. And then there's a part where Kiryu goes over to a fortune teller and she starts telling his fortune. I'm like, I know for a fact that this is all just stuff that's coming in later games. So I just stopped looking after the first one. So I'm like, I know this is just like, he's gonna do this, and he's like, oh, that's crazy. I would never do that. It's something that happens later. So yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know, because I think that in release order also would be better, because Yakuza 0's story is so darn good for half of it, and it's really good for the other half. But Yakuza 1, it is just flat out, on its greatest day, is okay.
Ooh.
Because it just yada yadas over so much. It's just like, this guy is alive. Actually, no, he's dead. What? Wait, he was just alive. We didn't have enough time to spend with this guy, and Yakuza 2 is better. And I can see that they're just getting better and better and better. And I think it's around 5 or 6 is when Yakuza 0 happens. So I'm assuming
Alfonso
that
Rodriguez
the story's
says,
going to be to
favorite
a
horror
there.
movies.
But yeah, that's how I feel about the Yakuza games. Let me know once you get to the thing, because the thing with the girl is the good. That's the good stuff. That's the juice with Majima. Favorite horror movie?
Movies.
Movies. Oh yeah, Child's Play.
Child's Play.
The Child's Play series.
Child's Play 2, Bride of Chucky, Curse of Chucky.
Sinister, I've always really liked.
Sinister was great. Slither,
Watch that.
love
Mean
Slither.
Slice says, the watch scene is legit god tier.
Sure.
Both of them!
Sure.
All 3 of them!
Sure.
It's pure storytelling that you can see happening, and you go, I know where you're going with this, and go there. Don't not go there. Go there. You don't do a thing and then not pay it off. I don't need this watch anymore. Let me pick this up and put it in my pocket. I'm sure that's not going to amount to anything. No, that's not storytelling. Storytelling is paying that off, and they pay it off. It's so good. I have one Yakuza shirt.
And
Is it Kiryu? No, it's Majima.
of course it is. I'm so surprised it's not Ichiban.
I couldn't find a good one.
You can create a good one.
Yeah, but it was a t-shirt site that was doing a bunch of sales.
those
$22 shirts, they were like $11, and I was just like, give me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was just whatever they had on tap.
The Final Destination movies, always. Nightmare on Elm Street, especially 3 Dream Warriors, and love Dream Warriors. What was 4 Dream Warriors? No, I think it was 3. 3 was Dream Warriors. Love Dream Warriors.
The first Jeepers Creepers is good.
Fantastic. The first first 2 Saws. Yeah. My God. Yeah, love it. All right, see you later, Carlo. I would be down to watch you guys replay Persona. That might be interesting. Instead of both of us playing it separately.
But then that's still just, we gotta set aside so much time, and we both gotta be available, and we both.
We'll see how we'll talk about it if nothing else. Is Persona 3 good? Persona 3 is excellent. I think gameplay wise, it might, mechanically wise, it might be the best. Because confidants can become negative status. Some of the stuff in Tartarus is way more intricate, like your team being tired and well rested and all of that stuff, and if you leave them fainted,
it's got the weakest characters of what I've played with.
Absolutely, the weakest characters. Mechanically, I'm just saying it's splitting them off and letting them go do their own. Yeah, mechanically, I think it's the best Persona game.
Alfonso Rodriguez says, "Which horror movie should I watch, The Shining or The Thing?"
The Thing.
I have not seen The Thing.
What? The Thing is one of the greatest horror movies in history. Maybe movies, period. How have you not seen The Thing?
Didn't you just say there's a whole bunch
Yes! I don't care. We're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
Are you talking about you having watched The Thing?
I have watched The Thing.
Oh, so we are talking about you.
No.
Are we not talking about you?
Absolutely not.
Have you watched The Thing?
Yes.
Are we talking about you?
No. Because the discussion's over, correct?
No, it's not.
How's it not over?
Because now you're lambasting me for not having seen The Thing. So I have to ask you the question, have you seen it?
Yes.
So we are talking about you.
No, we're not. We're talking about you, and you're turning it around on me.
Okay, so, have you watched The Thing? Yes, I have. Have you, DA? No, I haven't. Where do we go from here?
But that's turning it around.
Where do we go from here?
No. You're ignoring what I just said.
Okay.
We're turning it around on me.
Play out the conversation.
Okay. How have you not seen The Thing?
Have you?
Yes. No. Okay. Have you seen The Thing, DA?
No, I have not.
How have you not seen The Thing?
Have you?
Yes. See, you turned it around on me. We're talking about you, and you tried to turn it around on me. How have you not seen The Thing?
Is it a good movie?
Yes.
Oh, so you've seen the movie?
Yes.
Oh, really?
You're turning it around on me by not answering my questions and redirecting it to me. We're talking about you. How have you not seen The Thing?
Yet I have not been in a position to see The Thing.
You have.
Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry?
Oh my God.
Why are you so angry? Because I've watched The Thing. Also, now we're talking about you. Pieces.
If the boys and Metal Gear Solid was in the same universe, I feel like a lot of the nuclear stuff just would not. I feel like it would be even more dangerous, especially with the fathers. Is that what they're called? The Patriots, especially with the Patriot stuff. Yeah, if they're controlling the boy, like the 7, it's Big Bad. Her Persona 3 Portable was good. Never played it though. Yeah, it's way more visual novel because you can't like run around in the town. You just kind of gotta move your cursor to where you want to go. But it's very good.
It fixed the issues of you can only control your main character. Added some stuff, same normal stuff of ports.
Have you seen Thor: Love and Thunder? That movie sucked.
I've been hearing that.
Many bigger suck, and I've seen a way to acquire it, but it is not a good copy to acquire, and I am not seeing it in theaters, so I am waiting for a good way to acquire it.
Sucks that it sucks because I've been seeing people just going turn your brain off.
That's the worst argument.
You shouldn't have to be doing that. You should just watch the movie and just.
It's just like I had this huge argument with someone about open pit barbecue sauce.
Ew.
And and I was like, that barbecue sauce sucks. And they're like, it's great for a foundation of barbecue sauce. Well, you need to just spruce it up and do this and make a barbecue sauce and make a barbecue sauce on it. And I went, that's my point. If you have to fix it, it is trash.
If you had a barbecue cookout, you're not gonna have the fixing.
And that was exactly what I said. You're not just gonna have open pit.
Let me raid your cupboard to fix this barbecue. This $1 barbecue sauce that you were too cheap that you couldn't get Sweet Baby Ray's. Let me fix your What if it's already glazed on the ribs? What can you do then? And it's just base. Now you just got some sucky ribs.
His whole thing was, it's a great foundation for sauce.
Get that out of here.
That's what the purpose of it.
I'm not doing work for my barbecue sauce.
I love making my own barbecue sauce. I make honey sriracha sauce to dip in my
but that's the purpose of doing that. You make it.
I'm not buying a honey sriracha and improving the honey sriracha. Otherwise, I would get a better honey sriracha. And that's just like what that argument of turn your brain off is. You have to fix something to make it palpable.
LMAO stans hated Scorsese's comments about their shit show being theme park rides, but then just say, turn your brain off and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, you can't have it
Rolling
both
on
ways.
the floor laughing.
You can't have it both ways, and people want it both ways. They wanted to be like, no, it's high art, but also, you got to think about this. That's the Patrick Williams, this is a Space Wizards, this is a movie about Space Wizards intended for children,
yeah.
but it's also very theme heavy, and the characters develop so much. You can praise it, but you can't deride it. It's like, nah, we can do both. We can always do both.
Can we live check the leaders for viewer request month 2? There might be a subtitle. Oh, there might be a subtitle for it. There was some cheating there, so I'm gonna have to throw out a bunch of votes. Eventually, I will let people know. I think weekly I'll do it. Weekly, I'll just let people know what the current leaders are. Oh God, nostalgia critic. Yeah. What are your opinions?
It's not our preference.
What is your opinions of Big Mama movie random question, but just watched it the first time?
We
really liked it
when we were kids. Big Mama's House 2.
No. Are we talking about Big Mama's House? Are we talking about Mama, the horror movie with the black chick?
He said Big Mama.
Oh, Big Mama. But is it Big Mama's House or is it Mama?
Why would Big be in there?
Because he might have just thought it was called Big Mama.
Well, let's talk about both of them.
Okay.
I like Mama quite a lot.
Oh yeah, love Mama.
That was a good movie. I heard a lot of people talking bad about it. I didn't hear really any sort of criticism that I agreed with. Yeah, it was just a creepy old lady. The ending was kind of dumb.
Always wanted to be like the in
cool
the in
lady,
crowd. Yeah.
And Big Mama House 2 starring Martin Lawrence, where it was essentially Black Mrs. Doubtfire. I thought it was funny when I was a kid. I've not seen it, and I kind of don't want to see it. Hey, how about we do this? How about we just go to the trailer?
Oh no. Medieval fantasy is the reason I haven't checked out Berserk. I think most isekais are dogs. Exactly. Like there's so many ways to go with fantasy because it's fantasy, but it's all essentially the same. Especially with isekai, you're going into a video game world that's usually medieval fantasy, or you're just going into another world that's usually medieval fantasy.
She's gonna be here tomorrow afternoon. Now, Big Mama's not here, then she's just gonna leave, and we have no case. Don't worry. Big Mama be here. Look what the women blew my...
Hi, Big Mama.
Damn, you fine.
Okay, the problem...
This might be trash.
It might really be trash. But the problem is, Robin Williams, he was just like, when I was Mrs. Doubtfire, I would just walk around town and nobody would recognize me. Then you recognize
clearly
him.
Martin Lawrence.
You are clearly Martin Lawrence. You're not, they don't have the same, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So, Big Mama's House might be a little bit trash. It is my fondest wish in life to go watch Deuce Bigalow Male Gigolo. I want to so bad.
Should we with the stream? I mean, with the chat, with the Discord.
We probably should, because that is just like I was.
You know what? That might be a new bad movie day.
I was just like, this is probably horrible, but it's probably got some funny enough moments, but it's probably just horrible. But who knows?
It's definitely ableist, sexist.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, dude, it might be real bad. Played and finished Persona 1, planning to play Persona 2 because the story is good.
I want to go back and play them.
Persona 2
I'm going
is good.
to one day.
I know what you mean, DA. My friend played one and he said he liked the story, but the gameplay was ass. He recommended the manga, though. That might be a way to go about it. What's your favorite and least favorite characters in Chainsaw Man? Power! A1 with a bullet. After that, I like Denji. He's a good pro tag. That might be about it as favorites. Least favorite. I'd have to think about it, but probably old girl that Denji went swimming with. I didn't really like her.
I have never read it.
Tell that to people who play Metal Gear Solid and Kingdom Hearts series. Have you seen the new Thor movie? Oh, we already answered that. What's your reaction to the Trigun Stampede? I like it. He doesn't like the hair.
I don't like Bash's hair. I keep going back and watching the gunshot with the boom boom and the big swirling. I just like the boom boom. I just like the speed in which he moves. I think it looks good.
But the hair. DA is a stickler for hair and hats. Saw one with super raw. Absolutely. My name is very thick confused. It was your name. My name is very thick confused.
I remember I watched it not knowing the twist, just in my pants like, whoa, the whole time. Dun, 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 dun.
One of the greatest pieces of song.
Game over.
And then the song slows down when the credits start. Game over blues. Oh, it's so good. All right, later, Jinx. Yeah, you can tell that they will improve on their storytelling.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel. Cause the zenith is over here in Yakuza like a dragon, where this is just hit after hit after hit.
Bangers. I hated the tires in Persona 3 a lot. I also hate the random fusion inherited skills thing for fusing. I enjoyed it, but I understand at least why the fusing thing they got rid of. I wish they kept the tire mechanic.
I can also understand the tire mechanic. Like, I want to fight, I want to train, No, we're tired, we can't do it.
I mean, but that's essentially the Morgana stuff. Wait a minute, y'all never watched Lord of the Rings? Never.
Yeah.
Not as
It just kind of passed me by.
Collectively, I've probably seen 3 minutes of footage from the entirety of Lord of the Rings.
I watched an EFAP episode where they talked about Lord of the Rings, and that is my knowledge of Lord of the Rings.
DA doing the trigger tactic, female emotion. What are your favorite protagonists? Homework?
Out the gate, Ichiban and Majima, because Majima counts, because he was the protagonist in Zero. Are you talking about anime, manga, games?
It just says favorite protagonist.
I'm going to do 5 then.
Okay. We'll do the top 5 favorite protagonists, period. We're almost caught up. Dang you poor. Trying to TTS, dang you poor. Actually, let me give y'all a moon drop real quick. Since I got the points for it. Persona 3 portable compared to the OG game is pretty bad. Very soulless in a lot of areas. The ending just does not hit the same. Understandable. Can't wait for you guys to watch Patrick Williams' video on plot holes. I really don't want to.
It's a really bad one.
Why do you hate Jinbei? He is a nothing, essentially. It's so often we hate the push. And the push for Jinbei was so intrinsic. It just permeated so many parts of the arcs. Like the Big Mom giant tsunami thing. When he comes back in Wano and Law and Kid are just like, you've got Jinbei on your... And it's just like, you guys... And saving Luffy and all of this stuff. And it's just like, we want you to like this big strong guy so much. Please like him. And I just don't. Beyond that, he feels wrong when he's doing the goofy stuff.
Yeah. He doesn't really fit with the crew. We've already got our serious person.
But make him a more serious person. Don't try to make him like the kids. He is not that. He needs to be in the Robin area. They want him to be more like in the Zoro area, where he's very stoic, but he can be super goofy and it's believable. It is not believable to Jinbei for me. It feels artificial. And maybe that's just my hatred of him. Maybe it's just a cracker situation where it's just like, oh, this is just a cracker. But I just don't believe the way he acts at times.
Plus, he's way too strong. He's inlaid with 2 different types of hockey, which nobody else in the crew outside of the big 3 have. He has intricate knowledge of the world. At any point in time, if anybody jumps overboard and they got a devil fruit, instead of swimming to go get him, he can just go tsunami, water.
Or he can go swim to go get him.
Yeah. Any devil fruit user, he can just water them in the mouth and then just bam. It's a lot of problems power-wise within the crew as well, which is why I also am tentative on Yamato.
But I feel like he's at least weak-ish. Like he went against Kaido, understandable, but it didn't feel like, oh, this is a monster.
Sure, but Yamato also has code of hockey.
Yeah.
And that's like that's these 3 people got that.
Yeah, like I said,
and you're in the crew, bam. Plus you've got a mythical Zoan fruit, bam, in the crew.
Again, completely understand. I just don't feel the monster from him like I did from Jinbei. Jinbei day 1, I was just like, oh, this guy's just a monster. Ugh.
Oh, touch your foot. Oh, a body part that's like any other body part save for your genitals, and I touched your foot.
Alfonso Rodriguez says, have you read or watched the Hannibal series?
I have watched the TV series of it, and that was about it.
Neither for me.
There you go. I enjoyed it. I liked the Bates Motel series more, but it was enjoyable enough. What's your favorite Final Fantasy games? My least favorite is 13 so far. I hated Final Fantasy 12, but that's only because I want more turn-based stuff. So, favorite?
Final Fantasy X.
Probably
Easy with a
Final
bullet.
Fantasy 12, yeah.
It's got an amazing story. Love the characters. Battle system. Sphere grid. Blitz. Ball.
Blitzball. Just make it its own game.
Easy.
I would
play it.
I
I'd
would
buy
play
it.
it.
You skipped a
Just,
couple.
well, it's can't believe he won an entire GameStop on Mr. Beast video. Oh, are either of you hyped for Digimon Survive? Not really.
What is Digimon Survive?
It's a Digimon game. It's a Digimon game that's more like a action adventure than the turn base of the Cyber Sleuth, and I really like the turn base of the Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's
if it comes across my vision, I'll play it.
If it's
I
on
won't
sale
go
for like
out
$15,
I won't go out and get it.
I hate Vash's hair. Oh, y'all went crazy with the points.
Turk 1. Ugh.
Talking about the reboot. We in here. I don't like how Vash's robot arm is on full display instead of being hidden. That's understandable because he doesn't seem to be a fan of it. So why is it just like out and about?
There's some things that they need to explain and go, what's going on with this? What's up with the hair? What's up with the arm?
Oh yeah, I just went crazy with this stuff. Jesus, they went crazy. Does anyone know if Yamato has real hockey? Because I'm 90% sure, but it feels wrong. I think he does.
I don't know if he does or doesn't. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Horror-ish visual novel with a Final Fantasy tactic style gameplay. I did not know that. That might be interesting, but I don't like strategy games. So, well, I'll see about that one. DA just salty. His stock is in the toilet.
Do you think homeless people are constantly salty about them being homeless?
Yes.
Or do they just have brief glimpses of just like, homelessness are fine, and then like, I'm homeless. It's normally just, homelessness, it is what it is.
When your mind is gone.
Or, no, there's people that are just like, I want to be homeless. And this is a life that I want to live.
says, I frog it, did you guys see the video calling FFX bad?
Yes, we didn't see the video, but it's come across our radar.
Yes, I think it is definitely on the list as well.
Yep.
It's a long video, and I'd like to get to it. My stocks are in the toilet, but there's going to be a moment where it shoots up to an unbelievable degree, and then you got to cash in quick.
You legitimately have to have Phil just come out and go, I am personally showing DA my Champions account. And you just have to spread it to everyone. To get out of that, I gave and Phil $1 hole. Does Yamato have observation hockey? I have no clue.
I'm sure. I don't see why they wouldn't.
You can really just turn your brain off and accept it. My stocks got reset. Yeah, that's big sad. Y'all seen the Final Fantasy 16 trailer? Tell me your thoughts. I'm getting that game day one. It looks very interesting, but it's not turn-based, and I really want a turn-based Final Fantasy these days. And it's so hard because, people are going, turn-based is in the way of the past and blah, blah, blah. But Persona shows that you can be a turn-based and it can still be good. You just got to do something with your turn-based. That's why I hate in Dragon Quest so much. They don't do anything with the combat system. It's more about the exploration of the world and stuff. I don't give a shit about that. Most of my time is spent in combat.
Is that $180 Phil has? It is.
Hope It on a backup account says, if you want turn-based play voice of cards, you bum.
Oh, I do have Voice of Cards. I think I will play it. Yeah, turn-based is godlike. If you say JRPG turn-based, I'm automatically
That
at
new
an 8
One
of
Piece
interest.
game.
Dude!
Get in there.
Dude!
We in there all day, all night. Let's just hear what Phil is saying to send us home.
Second night stream, so that's why the goals are, higher than just the 150. I am trying to basically make up for the fact that there's no second stream tonight.
You got 180 already.
Any support is appreciated. In particular, tips would help a ton right now. I need to pay.
When do tips not help a ton
You
right
got
now?
180 already.
It's always tips are preferred and tips help right now. He's never like, yo, super chats are the preferred thing for the day, guys. Never. It's always tips. I cannot get into Pokemon.
Neo Arcadia
I
says,
can.
there's a
on
video
certain
where someone
days.
asked that question if turn-based combat is outdated.
I would love to see that video.
Yeah.
I would love to see that video. But for now, that appears to be it.
Yep. A great RPG with turn-based combat is the Mario and Luigi franchise. I love it. Mario and the 7 stars or whatever that was fantastic. I'm probably gonna get a Nintendo Switch to play Persona 3 and Persona 4 when they come out on Switch. That's good. By the way, did you guys hear about the true reason Nezuko and Tanjiro could beat the sun when they were turned into demons? Because they played with the blue ivy flower Muzan was looking for. You cannot be serious.
I refuse to believe that you are not lying. You have lost my respect to that. How could you lie to us? Stop coming to these.
So we'll stop doing them.
Shove off. You tell him to shove off. Did it?
Y'all, that's legit. It might not be an alert. It might just be a end of video thing.